immediately and refresh. But maybe already. No, it doesn't work unless you refresh the page. I do this only to test the audio, as you know. If you come here from the beginning, I do it every time. Now, unfortunately, it's not refreshing. Maybe already. No, it doesn't work unless you refresh. Perfect. Okay, we go with Elite Dangerous. It's the stream I wanted to do the other day when the internet trouble started. And of course, I will probably disconnect. Look at this. I colored the camera view with the same color as the game's hub. Seem very in theme with it. No, everything is orange in Elite Dangerous. So I noticed that if you move the window around a bit, it seems to correct the problem with the text being slightly garbled. Yeah, it's better like this. So, as I said the other day, I was going to show you a different aspect of the game. That being, case in point, the mining aspect and also the exploration aspect. And then we will do some combat also, because combat is fun. But it's not like mining is completely devoid of it, because pirates tend to attack you while you mine. So that could also prove interesting. We will see. In any case, as promised, I then went and bought the module I lacked to begin mining, because I had forgotten to get it. And we're going to do it, of course, in the big ship, the Federal Corvette. That is actually surprisingly good for mining, because it has a lot of hard points and also a big, many slots for optional tools. These being a case in point, the mining tools. So, switching now to the very useful night vision mod they added in one of the latest updates. And as you can see, we are on the rings of a gas giant, very oddly colored. Actually, it's quite a nice sight. It doesn't almost look like a gas giant, but in fact it should be, since it has the rings. And we are in the Harma system, which I found within Ara. And these are supposedly very good rings. Let me see what it says about it. It's the brownish one, no? Should be this one. Harma 4, if I'm not mistaken. No, this is Harma 7. Wait, I'm not sure about it. Yeah, it's Harma 7, in fact. Pristine reserves with metallic rings. That's exactly what we want for mining. So, I don't know if you've ever explored this aspect of the game. It seems to be the last people get interested in. And in fact, I was just like that. I forgot about it for the longest time. Then I saw some videos on YouTube of people having fun with it. And I decided I wanted to try. And in fact, it's quite interesting. There are many aspects to it. It was much simpler originally. Then they added a lot to it. And it begins like this. You come to the rings of the planet and you use a tool that is named the Pulse Wave Scanner. And as you can see, it highlights certain asteroids by telling you that in fact they do contain some potentially valuable resources. So what you do once you know that is shoot at them a prospector drone that is going to analyze the contents. Let me stop close to the asteroid. As you can see, we are flying the Federal Corvette like the other day. So it's not like if someone attacks me I'm unable to defend myself. In fact, I'm very able to defend myself. Let's launch the prospector drone. Here it goes. You can see it reaching the asteroid. And it will tell me the asteroid contents. As you can see, this is a bauxite asteroid. It's not very valuable. But tell you what, just to show you the workings of mining, let's begin with it. I do have some bauxite already. No. So maybe actually it could be valuable for what I remember. I honestly don't remember. I don't think it's very valuable, but let's try. So you mine the asteroids in many ways. The simpler way, which used to be the only one and that got people bored like you wouldn't believe, is the simple mining laser. You get to the asteroid and do like this. Fragments are going to come out. And already they should be doing that. Yeah, I see them on radar. And they are lepidolite, bauxite. I don't even know the pronunciation in English. And this is the most basic form of mining. Then you have these deposits, which are the surface deposits, that you shoot at with your abrasion blaster. It's a specific tool that, well, it abrades the surface deposit. and shoots and lets other fragments come out. Then how do you pick up all these fragments that are coming out? Well, you could go and pick them up with your very ship, but especially with something this big it would be extremely annoying. So we actually carry a lot of... Where are they? It's a different type of drone. They're actually called limpets within the context of the game. Where the heck did I put them? They're named the collector limpets, and I have them on my E group as button 1. Button 1 meaning on the right. Prospector mining laser. Is it possible? I don't see them. The prospector limpet, not the prospector, yeah, the collector limpet. I actually forgot to bind them, okay. And then we bind it now as button 2 together with... I always map both the weapons and the mining to button 1, because now you have two modes of shooting, which are discovery and combat, so it will actually shot only the one you need. And it's very convoluted. Okay, these are the collector drones. So while still shooting the mining lasers, I also shoot collector drones. And here you see they coming out and going all by themselves to pick up the materials. I'm opening the cargo stupor so they can deliver them. And while they deliver them, we keep mining the asteroid. They are coming, you see. You can see them on radar. I can also show you with external view. Here they are. Very handy drones, doing their little antsy work and bringing back what we need to get rich as fuck. Well, hopefully. Honestly, I don't know how much I'm going to earn from this. Probably from a bauxite asteroid, not much. We have to look for... Up to now, I've been mining these rings for a while, the other day, and it seems the more worthy asteroids of the bunch are the ones that have alexandrite. Alexandrite is a rather valuable material, probably a form of diamond, I think. Honestly, I don't know. And let's keep deploying collectors. I'm carrying a huge drone controller. Hi Nix, hi Carlo, mining deities, yeah. But not only that, I will do several things. This is just the beginning of the stream. This is a game that has a lot of mechanics, but most of them aren't very deep. Well, mining is kinda deep, but I don't want to do only that. The beauty of the game is that within a single session you can do a lot of different things, and that varies a lot with the kind of ships you have. The bigger the ships, the more things it can do, and this is one of the bigger ones. So let's shoot the other surface deposit, and here you have it. Bauxite refined. Now, when you pick up the minerals... Hi Carlo, I play it in my usual afternoon session, that is... I would have to count the hours. I normally say 5 hours, now there are 2 hours more, so like 7 hours. I think it's deep night in your country. And sorry Carlo, I waited for you the other day, you didn't come. I guess you had something better to do. You see. No, we will play, I swear we will play. Tomorrow morning I do War Thunder, okay, so it will be on the more convenient time zone for you. I hope you can come. I think the asteroid is actually depleted, so now I would have to wait for the limpet drones to carry to me all the materials. Let's do it for a while, but not too much. No, as I was saying, yeah, when you pick the fragments, it's not like every single fragment is one piece of material, because then you would earn too easily. You would make too much money. The developer, of course, doesn't want you to do. You can need the German force. That's perfect, Carlo. I'm going to play the Italians. I unlocked a lot of new Italian planes yesterday. Nix, I also unlocked the entire Reggiane line up to tier 4. I can't wait to play these things together with you. And when you pick the fragments, they go into a specific module, which is named the refinery, and they're brought... they bring up a percentage, and when it reaches 100%, you get 1 unit of materials. So we are now picking up, it seems, bauxite and probably also rutile. What's the worth of bauxite? 261. Okay, we're wasting our time. Well, I was just showing the basic mechanics. Now let's try to get serious with something more valuable. We need an alexandrite, or possibly, I think pinite, yeah, is the most valuable asteroids of them all. Actually, you're supposed to go to the relevant hotspot, but there was none here. So, shooting again. I'm not losing my, what's his name? The cargo scoop, because in the meantime, the drones keep bringing me materials, especially since we're going close. I mean, it's not worth that much, but it's still valuable stuff. Even the iron is valuable, because actually I use the iron to synthesize ammo for the multi-cannons when I'm in sustained combat. So that's also worthwhile. So what's coming out of this? Gallite and uraninite. Still not very valuable, no. We need something good. I want something good. Send another pulse. Also, maybe, I will go do it in the resource gathering zone, which usually isn't good practice, but I guess it's more interesting. Yeah, it looks a bit like Onward, you're right, Nix. I guess it looks more interesting because we will be attacked. I wanted to do some combat interspread with the mining. I also have a fighter, by the way, that I will start to recall since we'll be moving. And recall the fighter.
Roger. On the way back now.
He should be behind me somewhere. Unfortunately, the angle of these external views really makes no sense. You would have to, go free view so you can move and actually see the fighter getting recovered. This is a very big ship, as you can see, the Federal Corvette. So, that was an asteroid with something inside of it, am I wrong? Yeah, let's see what it is. Close the scoop so we can go faster. I have half an idea that maybe actually it's quicker to fire the mining laser at the asteroid rather than using the prospector drone, because you can already get some idea of its content, not by doing like this. You see what comes out, I mean. Let's do things the quick way. Bauxite, cobalt, no, not worth it. So, go to pulse again. And let's move through the field. Maybe that, for instance, could be valuable. This is a new technique that I just devised to do a close pass on the asteroid to see its contents. Oh, I shoot a drone. That's exactly the opposite of what I wanted to do. And I guess that's also good. It's going to show us the contents very soon, I hope. Look at me crushing my head against the asteroid. Well, it's not like we don't have good shields, eh? In fact, we have very good shields. This is a combat vessel. It takes quite a bit to break something like this. I see a surface deposit. I see fragments of bauxite indite. I have no idea about the pronunciation in English of all these stuffs, but I think that could be valuable. Let's see if it is. So I guess it's worth the, what's his name, the prospector drone. Maybe if I don't crash into it. And where the heck do I have the prospector drone? So many tools you have to use, I swear. Here it is, prospector. Let's see the content of this. Yes, the drone coming to the asteroid. And I see, well, there is indite. Upgrade it, since it's here. And keep doing it. And also release, of course, the collector drone. I have a collector controller that is huge. It's basically rank 7. Because I thought, well, I'm doing mastery mining. I don't need all the combat modules. Let's equip this ship for mining well. And so I can shoot a lot of collector drones, actually. And they do an awesome job of picking up stuff, as you can see. Here it is. Yeah, do your job, little guys. You can even go with the free view to the asteroid itself. But mostly, well, I could even try to pilot the ship from here if I could remember what is the button, but probably not, it's too complex. I'm actually refining something different. This is lepidolite, or lepidolite, I have no idea. 710, okay, it's still pretty shitty to tell you the truth. I need the Alexandrite. That's the only thing that's going to make it worth it. So let's finish mining this because I already released the drones, and then we go to the actual hazardous zone. Even though, as I said, it's not the best practice, because it will be more fun to also fight while I do this. So, pick up. My little guys. There's absolutely nothing in this asteroid besides the very mass of it. How many drones I have still? I was mining for a while before I started the session. I was mining the other day. I have 120 drones, it's okay, we can move to a better zone. So finish picking up this stuff. Well, this rather shitty stuff. Alexandrite. Alexandrite is 261,000, that's better. Tell you what, I don't even care, let's go away. It seems silly. Okay, getting away from the field. Actually, I got the bauxite in the end, and that's worth 261. So also shit. Go away. Let us move fast to something of more interest, while boosting like crazy. Look at the front engines used to maneuver the shit. So this is such a cool ship. We are no longer mass locked, so let's start charging our FSD drive. Ah, you was. Thank you, Nix. Every help is needed. The more people speak about the stream, the more they come to it. And here are the rings of this beautiful planet, Arma A7. I had performed the surface scan already. I don't know if it's still valid. Yeah, indeed. So you see this reddish orange area. These are the hotspots. You are supposed to go for the painted hotspot because that's the most valuable mineral. But unfortunately, there is none here. There is none. Actually, I was reading the other day about the meta. There is something that is even better. You're supposed to go for two of these that overlap, and they're both painite, and then you can find really good stuff. I was on the Alexandrite hotspot, right? I think so. It's behind me. But let's do what I just said. Let's go to the extraction site Hazardous. Also because in the end, when you're doing the fight, you also earn for it because you're bounty hunting. He was watching, he's wondering what I was watching. Well, that's good also. Logic1, thank you for commenting. I get this game too using Oculus Touch controller. I couldn't even get through the tutorial. No, I think you need to play with mouse and keyboard if you don't have a joystick, not the touch controller. I actually played with mouse and keyboard for the longest time. I'm a bit like Nix with War Thunder in respect of this game. Now I do it with the joystick because it's more immersive. But actually it has an excellent control system with mouse and keyboard. And if you customize it a little, you can do every single thing in the game. I used to do it like this, no? When I played this game like 10 hours a day, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but not as much as you might think. I played it both with VR and keyboard and joystick, and also without VR and just mouse and keyboard to stay relaxed. And I had two different profiles, and it worked wonders by switching from one another. Actually, it's very playable with mouse and keyboard. But of course, it has a learning curve. It's not one of the simplest games. Depending on what you want to do, mostly, because you can even play it with smaller ships. You go to the zones where you hunt for pirates and do just that, and that's also fun. And in that case, it's not more difficult than something like Wing Commander. Okay, we are now on the actual Hazardous gathering zone, so let's deploy the fighter to cover us. And here you see it coming out of the bay. Meow, I love so much that little thing. And I see also there are contacts on radar, but most of all, many asteroids. Well, they're not asteroids if they are within the rings of the planet. They are like fragments of rocks. I don't know. Ooh, there are many here. Small but many, you know? And as they say, sometimes it's the smaller one that has the biggest value. So there is actually a proverb in Italy that says something along the line of in the little cask is the good wine. And let's see if in this case it applies also to Elite Dangerous. Pulse it well. Shall we do the mining laser pass as before? Yeah, it's quicker, no? Someone is starting to scan me, and he will notice that I carry precious things, so if he's evil, he's going also to attack, and we want just that. We want to brawl a little during our mining efforts. Samarium and Presodimium. Well, it sounds valuable. Hi, Angod. Thank you for commenting. This is Elite Dangerous. It's a space game that has been out for a while. It's one of the best VR games also. I really enjoy it. Personally, I played. It was my first fixed session within the space of VR, together with War Thunder, to tell you the truth. Both of them. Both of them, they're very complementary, very different experiences. And as predicted, here is the troublemaker. Actually, two of them. They want to fight in tiny, ridiculous fighters. Let's see how long they last. Yeah, this is Jeremy Larker. Hi, Jeremy Larker. He's a competent member of a wing, the Razor Wits they're called, very fear-inducing. Too bad he's a scrub, as you can see. Probably hasn't made the best decision of the day by attacking me. He's using, however, the chaff, yeah, what makes your guns go astray. As you can see, I cannot hit him very easily, but he will die, that's certain. No, I don't want to move too much from here because it's a shame. I'm picking up the asteroids. Let's do it with the fighter.
Roger that. I'll take it from here, Commander.
So it will be a bit more even also, no? And his little friend is also flying an eagle, which is another ridiculous tiny ship. I mean, it's not like I ask for it. They're asking for it. Yeah, Angad, it's a software called OVR Drop. It's very useful. They sell it on Steam and costs like 10 euros and lets you overlay any window of the desktop above the image of VR. It's very useful. You can put it wherever you want. He escaped. Maybe in the end they did the right thing. Let's return to the mothership.
I've got control, Commander.
And you can overlay any window and place it however you want. You can have a monitor, you can have even a wall to look at where the comments appear. I put it there because it's less annoying when I do the flight simulators. So we're still picking up materials, right? But are they valuable? Still haven't got enough. Presodimium 22%, so you won't tell me the value, okay. I should be more knowledgeable and already know it, but actually I don't. So let's fire another pulse wave and try to return. Yeah, they're very cowardly. They have some instinct of self-preservation, unfortunately. Very much unlike the War Thunder bots. We are playing online, by the way, Nix. In theory, players can attack you, but there are so few players. Well, also the world universe is so huge, it's completely too scary. You have the entire Milky Way galaxy to explore it, and we will do just that later in the stream, by the way. That in the end, it's almost impossible to find people. Unless you... This game had the coolest feature. It was named the community goal, no? It was a place where the players were incentivized to go all together every week. And they even wrote some lore about these objectives. It was very cool. Now they're no longer doing it. And in fact, if you go to the news section of the game, that is here, as you can see, you have only 2 pieces of news. Like only 1 month ago, you had dozens of them. I don't know what they're doing. It's like the developer is abandoning the game. Which is a damn shame, because this is by far... Shut up, lady. This is by... Try to speak here. By far the best space game we have at the moment, and probably it will be difficult for Star Citizen to top even this, despite its ambition. This is a big one. Let's see if it contains something of value. I'll begin mining it just because. I see indite. Okay, that's worth almost nothing. Ah, there's gold. Platinum and gold. No, platinum and gold I do like. Okay. So, deploy the cargo scoop immediately and deploy the maximum number of collectors, which is quite disappointingly only 4. I paid 5 millions for this this collector controller. Finally I got my BF109F4, next FW. I bet we can play together well with the Italians I unlocked yesterday. They should be more or less the same rank. Oh look, some more tabber making. This is Bod Frost in his very powerful Asp Explorer. Why are you attacking me with an exploration ship, buddy? That doesn't seem like the smartest thing. Cargo hatch malfunction. Don't tell me they're attacking. Ah, I know what they're doing. They hack you. They have a module that makes you release... makes you poop the precious minerals you just gather, so that they can steal them, like the mice they are. Tiny pesky mice. Let's punish him for the indignity of his action. Very fearsome Asp Explorer. People seem to think that thing is the Millennium Falcon. No, you see also people use it in combat. because it's kinda cool. It's very versatile, but actually the armor sucks, and that's the truth of it. It's very difficult to survive for long in sustained combat with that thing. Even that, though that guy being ranked actually deadly, is a bit better than the average. And I'm just now wondering, but do I have a shield recharging cell? Yeah, actually I do. No, this is the heatsink. I have the chaff, but not the shield recharging cell, because I had to bring the huge drone controller.
Hull is down to 50%.
I only have 2 of the cannons, you see. Normally I would obliterate it into nothingness, but since I carry all the mining equipment... Also, it's a bit annoying that now you have to separate modes, because usually I shot the enemies also with the mining lasers, which did do some damage. He's recharging his shields, you see. Well, he's a deadly NPC, of course. In a shitty ship, but still. Still, he's deadly, as you can see.
Fighter is down.
I'm very scared. Bod Frost got ice in his veins, this guy. That's the reason his name Frost. And now he's also dead. So he will be even more frosty. Ah, this is more worrisome. It's a federal gunship, actually. So good thing he was on the other side of the asteroid. Because that's actually a ship I do serious combat in. And now I'm getting a bit scared, to tell you the truth. Because I carry very reduced weaponry due to the mining intention of the trip. And I guess we should start to do one thing already. That is to move away from the asteroid just in case I have to run. This is... you can hear the difference in my tone, huh? That's a scary ship any day of the week. Let's put some distance between me and there. I was actually planning to do conflict zone combat in that thing later, so it's a war-worthy ship. And I'm in a mining barge, a very expensive and powerful one, but still that's what it is. I lack cells. I have to pit some distance. The fighter is deployed. No. Yeah, it is. I don't know where it is, but it's deployed. But what's the problem here? Why the crew member isn't piloting the fighter to attack the guy? I think he was destroyed. Yeah, in fact the fighter was destroyed. That's what happened. Okay, we'll deploy another fighter. I carry 2. Well, we're now in a bit of a serious combat, actually. That guy is chasing me. I would like the shields to recharge a bit, but these take ages to recharge, so tell you what, let's do one pass and see what happens. That's a small ship, despite its power, that cannot suppress me, so to escape is extremely easy. I will certainly not push mothers like I did the other day when I lost this ship and I'm still trying to earn back the money that I lost. Thank you for the idea, Nix. Yeah, I hadn't checked. Actually, the fighter got destroyed. That's the reason I was suffering so much about this from these guys. Okay, well, the shields he has seem to be also kinda shitty. What a disappointment. This guy sucks. Actually, the smaller ship was strongest. It's a stupid thing. I was too scared. Look at that, already depleted half of his armor. I'm a bit careful now, because to lose 20 millions the last time I streamed wasn't a very enjoyable experience, and I wouldn't like to make an habit of it, to lose 20 millions for each stream. Also because 20 millions is like 1 week of grinding in this game, depending on how good you are. Now you can earn them back if you use medals. I will also show the medals. I will show them more, but the problem is that the training is kinda boring to watch, I think. Ah, he dropped a chemical distillery, that's good. That's a worthy materials. I will send one of my collector drones to it. And what else, what else? You look here, you see chemical distillery, chemical processors. This is rarity 2. Rarity 3, shielding sensors. But I have a lot of this stuff, so I'm not using them, so I don't care. I don't have torpedoes, Nix. Actually, this game has a lot of missile weaponry, and no one uses them because the ammo is very easily depleted. You don't carry much ammo for them, and also the normal weapons are already effective enough. So after looting that guy, let's go. You have 2 ways, maybe you know it, you have 2 ways of using your collector drones. You either release them without targets, and they will orbit you like the drones from R-Type or other old-time shooters, no? They follow your ship around and do their job. Or you target something specific. They go there, it's much faster. They bring down the material, and then they self-destruct. So they are depleted much faster in that way, but it's also much faster to pick up stuff. And in the end, you're in any case going to run out of drones and have to resupply because they're one-use things. No, that stupid guy made me lose the platinum asteroid I was mining, and now I hate him for that. Let's see if the fragments are still picked up by radar. Unfortunately not. This sucks, guys. I lost a platinum asteroids because of that guy. I hate him even more. Because how do you even find it again in this mess? Well, let's go to something big like that and see what happens. Actually, the game has both missiles and also torpedoes. The torpedoes are a bit more worthy if you can hit the targets with them. They do a lot of damage, but they fly straight, they're like rockets. Which isn't what a torpedo does in real life, actually, because torpedoes can hum, no? At least a bit, I think, on sound. Let's see the content of this one. Indite and Samarium, yeah, okay, this one sucks. Will take a while to find one as good as that one. Some more... No, I'm doing the wrong scanner. I need the pulse wave. Yeah, it's absolutely safe. My shields recharged already. We're not going to encounter any problem with this. So let's keep doing the fast pass against the asteroid. I'm disabling actually flight assist to do this, no? So I can strafe. Yeah, doesn't it look cooler than firing a prospector drone, does it? Material lithium. Oh, gold platinum. This I like. Let's go to the material. I will fire the prospector then. I guess it's worthy. Pulse wave, collector. Oh my god, I have so much stuff. Seismic, pulse wave, prospector. Okay, it's to the right. I'm starting to learn a bit by muscle memory. Let's go there. Prospect this thing. While we start mining it nonetheless. Because it's going to be worth something at least. Please don't mind the bump I gave to it. I see gold, I see platinum. This is good. So, open the cargo scoop. And deploy the... Where the heck are you? Collector drones. And of course we have to mine the specific targets. Well, that's only in diet. But still, I mean, can you leave it there since you're doing already the thing? What I want to show you 100% are the asteroids that have a fissure, because this you can make them explode like Easter eggs. It's the coolest thing, and you get a bunch of very precious materials from it. We will find one. Before I change activity, before we go for a change of pace, I will certainly do that. And that's the surface deposit. Then you have another type of target. I haven't seen any. I think they've been made more rare. They're the deep deposits, which you fire at with specific missiles. They're missiles like drills. Think like Gurren Lagann, no? The Japanese anime. It's like a perforating missile that goes inside the asteroid and brings out the good stuff inside of it. Am I actually getting gold? Let me see my cargo. Well, not yet. At least in the refinery. Where the heck is my refinery screen? It's this one. Yeah. Now, you have a certain number of slots within the refinery, so when you're starting to fill it, you're supposed to drop the less valuable minerals, like in this case the bauxite. Go away with it. Samarium, prasidonium. Yeah, I think I was full, you know. That's the reason I wasn't getting gold. Now I should start to pick it up. Because you can only pick the same thing than what you have already inside. Otherwise it takes another slot. You can actually set things to be ignored, and that's very important in mining. Let me see what we have in the air. For instance, indite, gold, platinum. No, these are all. They all contain either gold or platinum, so you can mine them all, I guess. And are we picking them up? I still don't see gold in my hold. What is the meaning of this? The drones are deployed, right? You can see the fire. Maybe not many of them. I'll fire some more. Not this one. This one, collector. I see a lot of fragments in the air and it doesn't pick it up. Maybe because it's behind the asteroid. Okay, the asteroid is depleted, but it's full of fragments in the air. Yeah, I scanned the same asteroid twice because I pressed the wrong button. You need a Star Destroyer. Ah, excuse me, Logi, I lost your comment. Compared to Everspace, well, they're very different. I also play Everspace. It's cool in VR. I want to show it on stream, but usually when I play unknown games, no one comes. I wanted to show it. Maybe it's also engaging, because it's more faster paced. And it's a good game in its own right, but that's very different. It's the structure of it, most of all. This is a game where you're an entrepreneur, one that invests his money and tries to make it to make more money. That's the point of the game. Whereas there, you actually in it to survive. You're supposed to escape from an enemy force, and it's faster paced like that. You constantly on the run. It's a very different experience, even if they deal with the same teams. Why the heck am I not getting the gold here? Ah no, actually I am getting the gold finally. Yeah, well, that's 10,000 per piece. And platinum is 42,000, so not as good as Alexandrite, but still worth picking up, no? And actually we are picking it up now. Oh, the asteroid is depleted. Well, let's start to look for the next asteroid while the drones keep picking up the stuff. So, fire a pulse wave. Where is the enemy, by the way? No one attacking me. That's very disappointing. I don't know if the tone of yellow actually makes a difference. That seems to be very yellow. Maybe it's worth it. Let's go, let's go. The drones should be able to move to my position. This is, after all, the more expensive type of... Ooh, I'm going to hit it. Yeah, boom. It's not a problem unless someone attacks me after I did that. We moved the asteroid pretty well, no? Makes it more interesting. And I see gallite, osmium, gallite. There is platinum also here. That's worth picking up any day. So, fire the collector. No, the prospector. Prospector is on the other side. That's the problem of my control setup. I have to put the prospector there because I look there when I want to fire the limpets. And why cannot I? No, I can. Here it is. How can it fail before I even fire it? Here it is, here it is. It's going to the asteroid. And this is another asteroid that has... this has the deep deposits, you see. This is cool, so I can show you. So these require a bit more aiming. They're like tunnels that you fire the missile into, and it brings out the good stuff. So where are my missiles? Abrasion blaster. This one, the DISP missile. I don't know what the heck it's supposed to mean. But you have to get in very good alignment, otherwise you waste the missile. Wait. Let's move like this a bit. Yes, if this thing could stop rolling, maybe. No, but this is the abrasion material, not the correct one. Okay, even fired a charge at it. My god, these controls are so confusing. I made the groups in a way that isn't very ideal. I'll have to rework them a bit. That's the one I want. The subsurface deposit. Wait, I should get first thing a bit away from the asteroid. This contains osmium. I don't know if it's valuable, but I guess if it's worth a missile according to the game, Let's not disappoint him. And actually, I don't remember how it works. Ah, yeah, you're supposed to... Yeah, no, now I remember. Okay, I wasted 2 missiles actually. You fire it like this. You keep the button pressed and you release it when it's on the blue, and that's the depth of the deposit. And each of these targets has several. No, these are only one. Well, okay. Sometimes you can fire more than 1 missile at the various depths. Not in this case. There's another one here. Let's see if it's of the other kind. So let's mine also the asteroid while I do this. Why not? The surface of it. Like so. And this goes inside. And then you release the button. 1 resource chunk free. Now I'm thinking that maybe you can go deeper. I don't know. Maybe it's worth more if you go all the way down. Because if you only mine 1, maybe it's been changed also. They constantly change stuff. Send more limpet drones. It has many interesting mechanics. Many of them. And people tend to experience only one part of the game. That being most of the time either A, the combat, or B, the trading. The trading not because it's fun, but because it makes you do big money. By trading you can make a lot of money in this game. There is nothing that comes even close, especially if you use websites that tell you what to trade and where. This one is very deep, it seems. Here it is. Plum! It's only light, I don't think it's very valuable. Still, it's a good occasion to show up the mechanic. Still haven't gone even 1 fragment. I wish I knew which are the less valuable of these. The rutile is probably worth almost nothing. Throw it away. But I want the Alexandrite or even the Painite. That's what I want. You scratch my paint. Who's saying that? You scratch my paint. Okay, we're still picking up fragments here. You want to see me raiding an enemy base, Nix? We can do it. There are many missions that let you do just that. It's very cool. You can be also a pirate, but in general it's not worth it. At least I never made good money out of it. There are some people that swear by it, the life of the pirate. But they also tend to enjoy the so-called emergent gameplay, meaning to be a bit shitty to the other players, to ruin their days. And that's something people also enjoy. I've been on the opposite side of the raiding more than once, but I still didn't have these big ships. Then I tried to do PvP in these, and it can be a lot of fun, but the problem is that it's very expensive, because this is a game where you're supposed to almost never die. Every time you die, it takes a great chunk of your fortune away. It's something I already criticized the game for, because it seems to limit the fun, no? It's so nice to fight the other players, then basically you punish me for it. You want to see some combat? Well, I guess it's about time, no? We explained the mining. Wait, there is someone there. Let's see. I will do combat in the other ship, the one I was fighting previously. The gunship is a lot of fun to combat in. I will show you that in a conflict zone if I can find it, otherwise we hunt for pirates. Let me just conclude the mining operation here. I don't want people to get bored with a single activity. I just wanted to show the workings of it. Now let's kill that thing, then we go sell the minerals, and then we do some combat. Yeah, to stay all stream on the mining spot, well, that would be boring to say the least. Is someone firing? I think I saw it. Ooh, it's a Fer-de-Lance. That's a dangerous ship, but already in combat. Let's help the guy that is being attacked. You dastardly pirate. The Fer-de-Lance is the ship that killed me the other day, but he had a wing of 3 helping him, otherwise he wouldn't have managed. Still, I don't carry as many weaponry and defense modules as the other day, so it will certainly be harder. He's not in a wing, huh? He's part of the Harma Silver Cartel, look at that. That's a sworn enemy of mine. Let's go there and see what happens. I can always escape, because I'm bigger. The bigger you are in this game, the easier it is to escape. So I completely immediately lost interest for the other ship. And now I'm having a bit of a second thoughts. Let's see how it goes. Also, I won't receive help from the police because we are in the hazardous zone, meaning that the communication don't work here. As you can see, the fighter is doing its part, firing on the Ferdinand source. Yeah, but these aren't the ardent pirates I was fighting the other day when I did the assassination mission. These are very silly and not particularly powerful pirates. To die so easily in that kind of ship is a scrub. Let's just punish him for the dare of existing. Ah, but now he has help. It's an assault ship. Okay, now I'm laughing a bit less. Because the assault ship is also dangerous. It's a very heavy fighter that can damage you pretty well. And he's to 6% life.
Multiple impacts, Commander. Hull is critical.
That has very low armor as a ship, actually. It's a ship that has good shields, but horrible armor. Once you deplete the shields, it's got minutes to life. No, I don't know about these. The Federal ships in general tend to be much more dangerous than their size would imply. And that's also a fighter, so it's very maneuverable. But I am in the Corvette, which is the big one. So he will have a hard time to actually, even just once, deplete my shield. And I cannot recharge, by the way, because I don't have... No, I know what you mean, Nix, but you gave me the idea. We're going to do some combat now. Let's just... Well, we're already doing combat. Some mainline combat. Maybe one last asteroid after this guy, and then we go do combat. This can all stop if you give me 1 million credits worth of cargo. He's got some nerve, this guy. Half dead, he's asking for 1 million cargo for me. Yeah, let's see how it works for you, buddy. I will fire on his power plant, just because I enjoy to watch them end up stranded and squeal for their life. Ooh, he comes straight for me, look at that. He's a daredevil. Well, actually, that was a good maneuver, because that's a very heavy and well-armored ship, and by hitting me, he depleted a good part of my shields. I'm laughing even a bit less now. Also because I do have shit armor after all. Let's see what happens. As you see, sometimes it's the smaller ship. Now, I tell you, I could probably win, but I don't want to do like the other day. That's just because I'm streaming. I run into risk that normally I wouldn't, and I pay for it dearly. Let's just go away. We will come back with something that can actually fight, not a mining barge. No, because the other day I thought like this, I'm sure I'm gonna win, and then I lost the ship. So now we carry some things that are of value. We carry the indite, we carry the alexandrite, the platinum, bauxite, well, all the things I gather. Now, many people would just go to the closest station and sell them at the first bidder. But since we are smarter than that, what I'll do is what I shown you also the other day. I open a website that is named ADDB, and it's an essential companion of this game, especially if you do the trading. And I look for the best place to sell this stuff. Wait, you're supposed to look for fine commodity, yeah. Let's use the alexandrite as reference. They're all metals in any case. These were metal rings, so they will sell well in the same place. Let's put, I don't know, 10 supply as reference. And I am in the Arma system. And I want... No, wait. Arma is the name of the system. And I want to sell. And the landing pad must be large, because I'm in a large ship, no? Not that available in table. What's happening? This is strange. Minimum supply. Put it to 0. Like this it works. So it actually tells me to go to this very same system. It's got a demand of 128. This has been posted 7 hours ago. Wait, which is the value? Demand, sell. No, this is they were the closest. No, I want the higher bidders. 51 light years is too far. Let's go at a distance that makes sense. Can I include the maximum distance? No, because that would have been too convenient. So let's order by distance. And well, it pays well here. It pays well here. Hi, Michael, thank you. We're doing some Marine Dangerous today. Gliss 1272 is good. I was there the other day. It's where I keep the other ship, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go to Bowdock on Gliss 1272. 1272 is the name of the place. So, search for it. And where is my pointer? Here it is. Gliss 1272. Yeah, it's exactly where I keep the cool ship. Look at that. Perfect. So we can do two things at the same time. And as you can see, we are now moving away from the planet, so we can do the hyperspace jump to the system Gliss 1272, which I'm doing just now. I should make some money for it. It will also raise my reputation with the system, which will in turn give us access to better missions. Now, ideally, I should probably sell in the same station the game is telling me to. Not the game, the website. But since I'm keeping my... Yeah, it's very convenient. Since I'm keeping my combat ship in one specific station of this system, I will go to that station. Let's shorten our downtimes, no? And if I well remember, but I don't need to remember, I can watch the map, the system map of the Gliss system that tells me that I have the ship in Murphy Dock. I hope they're buying Alexandrite at a decent price. We'll see. So you can see the orbit lines of the planets. It's like a small horror, you know? It's very cool to behold. I especially enjoy to fly like this, with all the lines visible. And stupidly, I didn't slow down. So I'm going to do now the terrible loop of shame. Look at that. War is still raging in this system. This is perfect. Just what I wanted. I have to slow down in a sort of roundabout manner. Yeah, something similar. So this is a great thing that I love to explain. Put your speed in 75% if you want to stop correctly at the station. You have to bind the go to 75% speed, and that never fails. As you get close to the dock, you push 75% when it says about 10 seconds to it, and you will always stop perfectly at the place. It's much better than doing it by eye or hand, and it saves you a lot of time. It's a UPS. Well, that's also a delivery company, isn't it, no? Well, but you can do that job in this game. You can be the delivery guy, so it makes some sense. So now when you see that they both are in the blue, you can exit of compressed space or whatever it is, and here is the station. And let me do just one thing. I need to turn off the lamp, because now we have lighting in the room. No need to keep it. And slow down. Never forget to ask for permission to land, because if you do, they will shoot you. As friendly as they might be, they will shoot you without regrets, and you will die, and it will cost you dearly. So always ask for permission before landing. Now I'm going to do it in a sort of cool way. I want to do the power slide, because I'm always living in the 90s, as I wanted to say when I do this. And you can judge, you can estimate by the hologram of the station where the point of ingress is. That thing, it's like a mail slot you have to aim for. At first it gives a lot of trouble to people, but then after a while you've done it like 1,000 times, and you get a bit better at it. It also tells you, welcome to Murphy Dock. If you've never played this game in VR, maybe you don't know, but the sense of scare is incredible. It actually feels like you're entering this huge place where you yourself are also very big. It's the most amazing thing. One of the best VR games by far. And let's go to the landing pad 39, the one which has been assigned to me. These things also rotate, no? To generate the artificial gravity. Look how angry they get as soon as you seem to miss the pad. Everything is dangerous inside these big things. If you make them too much angry, they will destroy you. There's always an element of risk. And a bit... This is like surgical precision. Okay, we landed. At this point, we're gonna sell all the stuff. Let's hope they give us a decent place. But it's a refinery system, so they're bringing metals to a refinery, no? It makes sense. So we have only 1 unit of gold, which is, well, it's just 1 unit. This is the best one. It's got a high demand, not high value, no, so it's worth very little. Alexandrite is going to give me 2 million credits. Now we're starting to reason. So actually Alexandrite is very good to sell. Gallite will give me almost nothing. Indite is worth nothing. Lepidolite, nothing. I wasn't picking very valuable stuff. The rutile is nothing. Even though the demand is high, it's still not a very valuable thing. Where is the platinum? Didn't I get... Ah, here it is. Well, the platinum 121. Well, the only good thing was the Alexandrite. All the rest were very low value thing. Yeah, indeed, it's dangerous. So let's repair the ship, but most of all, let's go do something more valuable in terms of earnings, which is... I have almost all my ships parked here, as you can see. Except for the one I want. Holy hell. Except for the one I want. Where is my... what's his name? The Federal Gunship. It's actually in the system of Craurno. It will be here in 12 minutes. Let me see, what can we do in 12 minutes while we wait for it, or I'll go there. Or even better, I tell you what. I might keep the ship for combat. I think the stuff is here to do it. Probably it's a quicker option. Let's go to the hangar. So I can show you also the setup of the ship. The modules should be right here, because when I decided to go mining, I was here, I think. Let me see. Okay, entering the outfit screen. You have all advertisements there. So, let me see. If I have the weapons here, I know I have everything. And indeed I do. That's the best. So, how do I do combat in this ship? I put the railguns on the large slots there. You should be able to see them mounted, except that the angle... I'm mounting them probably in the wrong place, because that's not supposed to go under. No. This is the place for the burst laser. Oh god, I don't remember it. Well, it's the only 3.1, so I presume. Stupid screen covers the operation. I can stand up to show you. Yeah, you can see the thing goes in and the new one comes out. Here it is. The burst laser. Let's remove all our mining stuff and put in the good stuff. The one that kills and does pew. So, railgun on the sides. Why does it have this stupid screen covering the scene? I hate it. So, railgun is coming to the left side and also to the right side. It comes. Railgun indeed. No more mining for you, my proud combat ship. We're going back to what you do best. And then on the small hard points, I put fixed cannons to shoot people that are using chaff and flare, because they always shoot through being fixed. And another one here, 1D cannon. That's the extent of my mining. I do it once, then I want to do combat again. But we're doing also exploration, huh? These I swear. Okay, cannon, railgun, perfect. On the utility side, I never changed anything, so it's still good. Core internal, I never changed anything. Optional internal, now, this is very important. You need the 2 shield cell banks. Here is one. And I'm afraid the other is on the wrong part of the galaxy, because I bought the controller from where else. So tell you what, I don't care, let's do it with just 1 shield cell. But I'll call them to the station. In any case, I'm keeping also the collector limpet, because it's useful when you're fighting. You can get all the loot in a second. It's worth it, I guess. We're doing some material gathering. And what else? I removed some military components, I think. Well, I just have to exchange them for the prospector. Yeah, the ones that were used in mining. What did I have here? A planetary vehicle hangar? Probably yes. Not that I'm gonna need it during the combat, but why not carry it? It's also cool to land. Maybe we'll do it. So what else? The fighter is there. We have only 1 shield bank. That's not the best configuration, but we'll have to do. In the meantime, I'll call the other shield cell bank. here. You can have it sent here. It doesn't cost that much. Well, actually, for such a model, probably it does cost 10,000. And we'll be here at 7 minutes, so for our second sortie. Now, let's review the fire groups. It's much simpler when you're not doing the mining. Now, you see the stupid thing of this game. Basically, I'm going back from all the hard work I did. You don't have saved profiles. Next time I want to do the mining, I have to redo everything. It's just the way the game is made. So, how do I fight in the Federal Corvette? I keep the multi-cannons as group 1 on both weapon sets. And then the first one... Wait, there is still something left here. Yeah, the first one has the fixed weapon as button 2. The burst laser is gimbaled, so it goes in group 1. Yeah. And that's also fixed. So it goes in group 2. Perfect. Now, since we're also doing something with collectors, let's create a group just for them. Yeah, and it can be the same group I used to do the detailed... No. The shield cell bank, shaft launcher, the discovery, yeah, but I'm also noticing I still have components for mining on board. Where are they? The ones that are the various scanners and such. They're probably in the utility mounts. Yeah, pulse wave, no need for that. Put back the shield booster. And... well, maybe to show the actual configuration of the ship is also interesting, no? It's something you have to do if you play this game. I still have the detailed surface scanner here instead of what was here. Good idea. Good. I don't know. Let's keep it. I mean, maybe I scan something eventually. So how's my cargo situation? I carry 94 limpets. Let's do a material gathering / combat mission. So mission board. I need to go to the conflict zone. I will filter by combat. Massacre the pirates. This pays a lot for only 7 pirates. I will get it, even though it's not what I want to do now. The assassination, no. Disable mega ship is kinda stupid. Kill non-pirate. How is it possible that you don't have... Oh, these are the combat zone missions. So I would want one that doesn't require 50 ships to be destroyed by me. Ooh, I accepted my mistake. Well, I would kill something less numerous. 36 ships is double for 3 million, so unfortunately I accepted something that I shouldn't have. This one. Now this is the 35 pirates. 36. 45 it starts being a bit too much. 7 pirates. Okay, so 36, 35 pirates. These are pirates. It's a different mission. This is the one I want to do. I have to destroy the services, the Greece services ships in the Greece conflict zone. Perfect. This is what I want to do. And excuse me for the time it took, but I think we're ready. The crew member is on board. Yeah. Let's do it. And hope it doesn't end in a disaster. Because I only have one shield cell recharge, unfortunately. So, filter by points of interest, which is the closest conflict zone. They roll at about 3500 light seconds, pointing at the closest one.
Ship restraints withdrawn. You are clear to leave.
You are clear to leave, and I will leave. Since we spent even too much time in here. Yeah, maybe if I retract the landing gear I can actually accelerate. So to move within the system, of course... but you need one more fighter. They restock when you repair the ship. They cost very little actually. It's part of the restocking of the ship. When you move within the system, of course you don't use hyperspace. You use a function that is named FSD. Good question though. You're right. So, let's go to the conflict zone. They're scanning me. Will be interesting. I don't think I ever did it like this. To go in the conflict zone to also gather materials with the collector. I guess it could be interesting. I will make a lot of materials from this. The quantity of ships you destroy in a conflict zone. Okay, we have to destroy the Gliss services ship. So that conflict zone is good because it's the new Vicaret future against the services. And I want to kill the services. So I will fight for the first ones. Now it seems like it will take ages, but actually we're going to accelerate real soon. Take a look at the beauty of the ship. They're all wedge-shaped. The designer of the game seemed to subscribe to the 70s school of design for cars, no? When all cars were wedges of a type or another. They also look like motorboats a bit. And it's actually an interesting design. Probably comes from the fact that the original Elite is actually a game that came out in what? The end of the 80s, beginning of the 90s. So that kind of design sensibilities were still very much in force. Now probably they will make the ships a bit more... What happened? I think I lost focus on the window for some reason. Well, now I certainly did. But it's all good as long as my PC doesn't disconnect me. What happened? Ah, no, I pressed the button that makes you stop. Well, okay, we're accelerating again. It doesn't take so long. We're moving towards the planet where the conflict zone are. Well, it's a bit convoluted now to check for... This is an interesting system. It has a lot of named places. Look at that. Truman Park is a point of interest. Can Mobile Security Bench. I have no idea what these things are. They're probably used as tourist destination if you do the passenger carry missions. Which also make you earn pretty well. It's one of the best grind in the game actually to carry passengers. You can make millions from it in a few hours of gameplay. And that's also part of the exploration. I tend to do it like this when I do exploration, as we will soon. I take a passenger that wants to go far. So even if I don't find anything of value along the way, I can earn from the very fact of carrying him to its destination. 1 minute to the conflict zone, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. For now we do the combat. "36 seconds. I slow down, that's the reason we're taking more. Look at that's a gas giant with all the moons around, and it looks like a tiny orrery actually. It's extremely nice. It's also, I think it's a game you can learn a lot from in terms of space, and how space is shaped, because the model of the Milky Way that is used as the game's universe actually is the true one. And all the names of the stars are real. It's only the planets themselves that are procedurally generated. 18 seconds to destination. We're almost there. It seems the conflict zone is close to a moon of the system. Okay. As you can see, I also carry 4 heat sinks. No, it's actually 6. No, a gas giant is a big planet like Saturn and Jupiter, no? But actually, you know what? That's not a gas giant. That's a star. So it's a binary system. I told you something wrong. But you know, from a cosmic point of view, you didn't say anything really wrong. A gas giant is kinda like a small star. There is a thin line dividing one from the other. It's just not a dying one, because when stars die, they become something very different. They become black holes, no? Either red giants, then they collapse, well, but I don't remember very well this stuff. We are to the conflict zone now. Also this moon, but actually it's not a moon, because that is a star, that's the thing. What sort of object is this? An high metal content world. Look at that. Can I land on it? Just to see how it is. I don't think so. It looks like it has an atmosphere. No, you cannot land on this. It seems to be an high metal content world with very dense atmosphere. Too bad you cannot explore it. There are some planets you can land on, but they all look kinda the same. They're only rocky or icy planets without atmosphere. You drive the car on them, no? Maybe you remember it. I did it the other day. Here we are finally to the conflict zone. Trust me, combat is coming. And here we are. So deploy the fighter at once and declare. You have to declare for which side you're going to fight. You should get a window here very soon. What am I picking up on radar already? Behind me. Oh, here is where you declare. Okay, I killed the savages, so I fight for the future. I fight for the Valkyrie future. I'm a warrior of the future indeed. Let's start to destroy stuff. Okay, that's not something I want to start with, because they take ages to kill and are worth little. That's more interesting. A big python, a big juicy python that is going to be worth something. And as you can see, we are much more dangerous than before. I'm carrying a lot of weaponry. I don't carry mining stuff. So I have also the 2 large rail guns, an additional gimbal laser, and 2 cannons. Small, but still do some damage. Now, combat in the conflict zone is different than when you're fighting the pirates, because all it's governed by aggro. Yeah, you can be attacked by many enemies at once, but you also have help. So when you see the situation heats up, what you're supposed to do is run away for a bit, not necessarily go away from the conflict zone, and wait for the friends to engage and come to your help. It's double folded. Also, you can go after the enemies that are already damaged, and in general you will learn from them as well. Ah, yes. To kill this thing with the weapon I had just a bit ago would have taken much longer. Now it's already almost dead. Watch your 6. I know this phrase. 24, 23, 21. Come on, you won't live for long. I don't know how much a single shield cell will recharge my shields, because the shields are very big. So I'll probably fire it early as soon as I see I have half shields. That's a big governing factor in combat between big shields. When you release the shield cell, you also generate a lot of heat, and it's a critical moment in combat. You have to do it really right. Actually, I just dropped by mistake my heatsink. Actually, I dropped 2 of them. What the hell? I pressed the button. It's a shame, because you don't have that many of them. Let's try to recharge also the... Yeah, I used the cell, and now as you can see I generated so much heat that even with the cell I went above 100%, but just briefly. So it's all good. And let's destroy this pesky third lens. You see what I was saying, the third lens we encountered previously was very weak. Normally they're quite threatening, as you can see. It's not a ship you fight with a soft state of mind. You have to be really on the edge of your seat. Many things are shooting at me. Let's promptly demonstrate what I just spoke about. I will head toward the friendly part of battlefield, because I have 4 people shooting at me at the moment, and that's a bit too much. Fire also chaff. The chaff, as you can see, releases these sparky little things that make the gimbal weapon fire astray, so they don't hit you as much. And I will recharge the... Okay, no, he's speaking about the fighter, nothing so bad as you might think. Well, the recharging of the shield is pretty good. Let's see what I have in front of me while I keep putting distance between me and these things that really seem to want a piece of me. Let's go for the future. What should I tell you? Better than nothing. The problem of this is that they're so small and nimble, it may take a lot of time to destroy them. And they're not worth that much, because they're tiny ships. Case in point. Now I lost him again. Well, this at least dies fast, is the aspect explorer. It's fairly chaotic, as you can see, when you're surrounded by enemies. And actually, I think my side is losing the battle, because there are so few green things. We might have to plan our approach differently. We'll see, huh? For now, I'm not escaping yet, but we'll see. He's depleting the shields well. Probably because I didn't recharge them much. with the single cell I have at the moment. I don't like where this is going. I lost the fighter. Yeah, they die almost immediately in the conflict zone. So let's deploy another. You carry a lot of these. You can also rebuild them, as you heard by the voice, the disembodied computer voice. Okay, it's not the best beginning, but we can still do good in this conflict zone. It's using, as you can see, chaff, so we fire mostly with the fixed weapons. And also, if he wants to come and hit me, I can do the same. We'll see who reasons better, who gets the last laugh. I weigh like 3 times as much as him. It's constantly... There is few, I don't know. They all got somehow... This is dangerous level, you see, it's the highest skill of the NPC possible in the game. That's the reason it's giving me so much trouble, even if he's piloting a shitty ship. Well. It's a beginning of conflict that might have been better. I already used a lot of resources on this single guy. 4%. And he's dead, finally. So let's recharge the shields again. While not using an heat sink, because I'm already low on them. So I will generate heat. The warning will go off, but it's not a problem. And in fact I should fire 2 of these now, because I only have 1 sealed shell at the moment. Wait, there is someone that is shooting me already. It's this this is the Spec Ops wing. They sent assassins for me. The fighter is destroyed again. We have very few allies. That's the reason it makes the zone so difficult. Okay, the fighter is down. I can immediately launch another. You know what I might do actually? I might open my ship for matchmaking, so an actual player could come and pilot my fighters. For this level of conflict might be interesting to try and do it. I will do it in a second. Just let me... No, I will do it now. It takes very little. Find crew. We're doing... Well, it's a conflict zone. No, then let's call it bounty hunting, I guess. Okay, 2 people can come to my ship and pilot my fighters. Let's see if someone is game. I don't know how much this feature is used. By the way, guys, you who are watching, if you want to be the one that pilots my fighter, it would be my honor if you play this game. We can also use voice chat through Discord if you want. We can't let them win. I would like you to fly my fighter too, because then we would be unstoppable. I know very well how you fly Nix, and believe me when I say your skills translate also to this game. Especially with the smallest nimble ship that fly actually like airplanes. Still waiting, eh? I honestly don't even know if this game still has a player base. Because it used to be that with the community goals you went to the system of the community goal and you met a lot of people. Now you never meet anyone. Let's see when was the last time I met a player. It actually tells you. Yeah, the 26th of January, last time I played. Today not even one. We are online, eh? It's just that no players are here. And I know that also, Nix. And you don't have it. You would like it probably. Maybe one day you will like it actually. Who knows, everything is possible. Let's deploy. the crew member in his fighter for the moment, since no pilot seems to be game. Still waiting. When they recently launched this feature to have the multi-crew, you actually manage to find a player in a matter of seconds, because he also earns very well, especially if he's a new player. To fly the fighter of a ship like this makes you earn a lot of money.
I've got some hull integrity issues. I'm at 50%.
I overread it again because of the shield cell, but I think I need to. For this kind of combat situation, well, we will keep it going as long as possible. Then I go and mount the second shield cell. Shield cell. It's it's a bit counterintuitive to pronounce. I'm missing a very important component, you see. That's what's limiting my combat ability. That is now on the station, by the way. It's been brought back, I bet. Still, let us merrily grind away while destroying these things. And I have to fire another cell, because every time I fire it, it's just one, not two cells like it used to be. And also I have the base armor on the ship, because armor is one of the most expensive things in game. And actually to build a good armor for this would cost as much as a normal ship. Or even a fairly expensive ship. Yeah, you told me about your experience with the freelancer old game. It's a bit, there were some points of contact, I bet. It was one of the many games inspired by the original Elite. Oh look, a player is coming. Someone will pilot my fighter after all. Maybe it's one of you. Connecting, it says. Yeah, it's an actual player. I don't see his name though. Maybe I'll hear his voice. Commander... Ah no, his name is a series of stripes. But that's probably him. I think I can see him in the ship, no. Because these fighters are actually remote controlled. Let's try to speak with him. Maybe which was the key to speak? Tab? No, T? I don't even know that. That's going to make communication a bit difficult. K, L. Now maybe you go here to chat. Yeah. Let's say hi to him. Hi. With tab you change the channel, I guess. As you can easily tell, I haven't done much co-op gameplay in this game. And I alt tab to the window again. That we're not going to use anytime soon. I think that tab makes you switch channel. Well, in any case, it's not responding. That's the System Defense Force. Finally some reinforcements. Well, we are helped by the silent guard. Silent guard of the system. Maybe I will see the messages here. Invitation from Celine Jean. I got an invitation. What is that? Ah, it's... You know who invited me? That's one of the engineers. These are the special NPCs that power up your ship. Ah, battle lost. Well, I could see the allies were suffering. It was very apparent. It's not responding. We were outgunned the entire battle. And now we lost it. At least we're still alive. And we can fight another day. Well, I wanted to gather so much materials from this, but actually it was such a busy battle that I didn't have the occasion. No, well, the battle is over in practice. Also, the enemy leaves at that point. He did enough damage, and I'm the one left here, like a damaged ship in a storm, alone and stranded. Let's finish destroying everything. These are also mission targets, so it's an easy way to make the count go up. There's no reason not to do it. You're on a roll. But is the player actually manning the fighter? Because the fighter is completely stopped. No, he's manning it. Here he is. That's him, I think. Yeah, he's blue. I see more red targets. So they keep coming after the battle is lost. Look at that. But maybe it's not really lost. No, I think we have to retreat, you know. They will keep coming and there will be more and more of them. Look at that. I'm leaving the fighter here, I don't care. Before he understands that I want to leave, we run into a big risk. And also I have to go and replenish my resources, and most of all mount the better component on the ship. It's not going to work otherwise. Let's go to Murphy Dock. Doesn't take long. And I wish I could communicate with this guy. Let's try again. There must be a way to type on the group chat, the wing chat, something like it. That's it. Hi. Let's try something simple to begin with. Okay, Nix. See you soon. Let's tell him that I got a resupply. Where is the G? I can't find the G. Got a resupply. Thank you, Nix. I want to show some things that people maybe don't know as much as others. This is a game that also deserves a bigger community. Yeah, he's here. It's just that he doesn't respond me. I should even see him. Yeah, here he is. Hi, man. Look at him. So professional. Well, my guy is more good looking. I wouldn't want to make comparisons. I hope the other player doesn't get bored and leave, but unfortunately I do need to mount. Well, more than resupplying, I need the second shield cell. Otherwise I will be at a disadvantage in combat. Oh, if only a second player could connect. Because I have two fighters, so I can have two players piloting now. 2 minutes to the dock. How's my mission going? 0, what is this? No, it's this one. 4, well, only 4. But I didn't have my full combat capability. It will be different now. I wonder if I can activate voice chat, maybe. Yeah, well actually it's activated. Maybe he's been hearing all the time. No, I'm a bit worried. Can you hear me, fellow player? Well, if you can hear me now, you know very well I'm streaming. He doesn't even have a name, actually. Please be patient, I'll be resupplying my ship, just in case you're able to hear me. I'm not sure about it. And I would like to call you by name, but you don't have a name. It's just a series of of stripes. You know what it is? Probably he's got a name in some kind of Asian alphabet. Or maybe just Cyrillic. Even Russian doesn't show up correctly there. Well, good. We form an international team. More the better. Solid copy. Look at what a strange thing to say. Solid copy. This time I should have done the slowdown correctly. Also, even just to have a player on board is actually a very positive thing, because you get one extra blip of energy. It makes you more efficient in combat. It's a good thing. I should have done it the other day also. Probably would have won against the assassin. Well, I mean, for the assassination mission. That ended up so badly. Now, I'm sorry for the short resupply cycle, but the truth of it is that I didn't have the entire outfitting loadout ready. We'll also give more time to a second player for connecting.
Core dynamics, Zulu Alpha Romeo.
Request docking.
At a safe speed and be mindful of other pilots in the area. Landing permitted.
The other player actually can also man your turrets, but I don't have turrets on this ship. That's one of the reasons I enjoy doing the multi-crew with the other one, the gunship, but at the moment it's not here. This is a slightly simpler approach, but it should work. Well, actually it didn't. I missed the slot. Just now that I have someone on board, I will look horrible. No, it's okay, I mean, not completely missed it. Landing pad 9.
1,000 meters from touchdown.
And the 9 is there, okay.
Landing gear deployed.
A bit behind, like this, now down, perfect. Now, please be patient 1 second, also to you other player if you can hear me, because I have to take a very short break. I'll be right back. I hope he doesn't get bored and leave. And also you. I'll be right back, 30 Here I am. Didn't take long. Thank you for waiting. Oh, someone else connected. This is even better. Let's tell him something. Hi. Doing some conflict zone. Oh, what up? Some conflict zone. Use voice comms? Actually, I think you are using voice comms because you hear me. I hear myself, I mean. Yeah, that's my voice, right? Ooh, I exited the hangar. No, that was a wrong thing. I have some ghosting, man. I don't know. I have some audio ghosting. Let's tell him just this for the moment. So now if I please can go to the actual... Want to use Discord? No? Because it's 10 times better. I know. Wait. Local system, wing crew. I have no idea. What's the problem here? Voice volume optimized for... Yeah, probably for the best. Wait. I never used Discord before. Perfect. Just got back to the game after... Ah, cool. Let's do some combat together in the conflict zone. Wait. Need to change loadout a bit. Ciao! I cannot do outfitting while in multi-crew. Ha! Well then. This is problematic, because if I let him go, then I will not die. Yeah, that's also true, man. Wait. Can I invite you to my Discord? You can even use a browser for it. Ah, we got a Discord. Zagro Sector 6207, even better. Then there are players in this game. So, to do Discord we need this. Yeah. We need this. And of course we need Discord. Okay, let me see. Sagrosect 7207. This is an interesting development. And trova via una conversazione? No. Aggiungi amico. So was it written? Zagrosect. Make it a bit harder to type. I need to see it while I type it. Zagro Sect 72? No, 62? Zagro Sect. Ah, you actually need to put the thing there. 6207. Richiesta di amicizia non ha funzionato. Perché? Did I type it wrong? Zagro Sect. Does it make sense? Ah, le maiuscole. Capital. No. Zagro. let's see, just invite them. But how are they going to get the invite? Because I can invite them. But I cannot invite them well if it's... Wait, I'll tell him to send me the request. What's my complete... Everything's so convoluted. Friends. You have a friend request. Okay. But the most problematic thing is, what is my tag actually? Well, this is my first time in a multi-crew. I thought it was an NPC because of the distorted mic. Guys, I can't invite you to Discord. Let's try internal voice comms. I'll enable. It sounds like the game grabbed a webcam. That's also a possibility. Let's see. So, audio, voice volume. Testing. Yeah, it's strange. I have the best mic, man. It's within the VR headset. It's just that I hear the ghosting, and also it comes from the wrong thing. Audio, voice volume, optimize for. Testing. I no longer hear myself. Commander name, ship name. Audio, what does it say? Voice volume. Hello? Hey, it sounds horrible. It's got an echo and the quality is awful. I don't know why. Optimize for...
Sounds like it has captured a microphone that is like on your desk, maybe a webcam.
It's possible actually. Wait, I'll go and check it out. I go to audio. No. I can hear my own voice.
Also, your sound is not going through a headset.
Yeah, I'm playing through the index headset actually. It's got a noise on mic. I'm even streaming and people hear me perfectly. This gaming headset, that's so off. This game is strange, man. I tried to send you a friend request through Discord, but it didn't work. How do I see my tag so I can send you a voice request through Discord? Yeah, I typed it very carefully. It still didn't work. I don't know why. And I disabled the voice chat again. And audio. Voice volume. Tell you what, let's just go. It will be more immersive, no? Well, I'm named Zarlock, but I don't know how to find the number. Where do I look at the number? EP Wolf. I'll try your one too. Wait, I'm starting to head for the conflict zone, and while we're doing that, I try to send it. I hope you can understand me. It certainly sounds like shit to me. Maybe it's an effect within the game that is actually meant to make it more realistic. But I cannot hear you in any case. So it would be problematic, to say the least. Heading for the conflict zone now. Yeah, this one, medium intensity. I don't get what you're saying. Wait. Zagro Sect, I tried. I'll try the other one. EP Wolf. EP Wolf. How's the number? $49.23. $49.23. Doesn't make sense. Maybe I cannot use Discord, that's my problem. EP Wolf. Capital letters are important in Discord nicknames, right? Okay, let's try like that.
Never remember if you're supposed to put a space in that or not.
EP Wolf. Ooh, this one worked. Bigger point. I'll try to invite you, huh? But maybe you can invite the other player. EP Wolf, huh? Okay, perfect. No result. Are we going to pass the conflict zone? No, actually not. I don't know. Why don't I see you? Ah, because you have to accept the friend request first. Could you accept the friend request, EP Wolf? I'm friend now. I can barely hear him. I'll try to invite you. No. You have to accept it. We did everything so well with the... What's my role? You're supposed to pilot the fighter. You shoot the enemy. Okay. No, let's try to do our best. I mean, it doesn't work. Voice channel. How to enable voice call? It's like it's applying a filter to it. Once we get in the conflict zone, we'll make another try. Yeah, wait. EP Wolf, I sent you a friend request though, huh? In Discord, I mean. Maybe you didn't accept it. Why is this game doing so? I don't have turrets here, so you're only going to pilot 2 fighters, I believe. You should be able to do it. 22 seconds to the zone.
Yeah, I know you got it.
I can barely understand what you say. I'm sorry, man.
Join online people. A, B, B, C, D, E, F, G, G, H.
I hear a car honking. Is that what I'm hearing? No, but don't worry. It's simple. You just target what I target and we all shoot at it together. It's going to work all right.
Oh, he never accepted it. Still an outgoing request.
I didn't accept the friend request, you mean? Oh my god.
Of course, Clyde won't let me talk to him.
Almost there, almost to the conflict zone.
Are you guys on Discord right now?
Yeah, I am.
I sent you a friend request. We're probably going to have to use you as a go-between.
The problem is that I cannot go to Discord while I'm piloting the ship to the conflict zone. When I'm in the conflict zone, I try again.
Oh, I saw it. Okay. I accept the friend request.
Ah, okay. I'll invite you then. I'll invite you to the channel. Wait, as soon as I'm in the conflict zone, we should be able to speak finally. Almost there.
Send me the invite as well. Just copy it from his thing and then paste it to me.
I don't understand. Wait, once we speak on Discord, everything will be clear. Okay. So now I can do it and invite him. He's named EP Wolf. Here he is. I invited you.
Beagle Point.
Yeah.
Alright. How does this work?
Mic check, mic check. Hi, can you hear me? Can you hear me from Discord? Wait. First thing, I have to disable the voice chat of the game, otherwise we'll never understand if it's solved. So, voice volume muted. Okay, also because it's ghosting like crazy, it sounds like shit. Very good programming from the game developer. And, yeah, of course, if I don't click it. Hello?
Alex, I hear you.
Ah, finally it works. Wait, I have to raise the volume of Discord and we're set to go. I still have some ghosting though, huh? That's probably something on your side, I think. Mic check, okay. Speaker? Can you speak so I can...
Oh yeah, it's probably the speaker.
It's ghosting a bit. Okay, well, at least we are in communication now. Well, I mean, let's do it. I will go
Let me
and...
see if I have like a headphone.
No, and sorry about the other guy, because he won't be able to hear us. So, first thing first, we declare our faction. I raised my volume a bit too much. Okay. And we declare again for the vehicle future. And guys, you can deploy the fighter. It's done from the bottom screen, I think.
I think you still have your voice chat on in Elite, so it's kind of conflicting a little bit.
Ah, you still hear me in Elite, huh? Oh my god. Let me see what the problem is. Sound effect volume, voice volume. Well, actually, it should be disabled. Player voice com, muted. And apply. Hello, can you hear me?
Hear you.
Okay, it's only from Discord, I hope.
The other guy's asking for a link in Discord.
Wait. I have a problem because the push to talk is set on the same button that activates my rear movement. This is not ideal. And also, why is there no one on this conflict zone? We have to move to another one, I guess. We will do just that. Can you try to invite the other player? It's a bit difficult for me because I'm piloting the ship. Maybe...
Alright, I'll do it.
I couldn't find him with his name.
Hi, people. Zach Roche. You guys have the weirdest name.
Yeah, it's hard to type. It took me a while also.
Wait a minute. Why am I in the front of the ship?
Excuse me?
Finally.
Hey, you came. We're all
Can you
together.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, we're all together. Perfect. Okay, I'm heading
That
to a
is much
different...
better.
Yeah, indeed. It sucked. There's still some ghosting, but it's not a problem. Not as big. I'm
I
heading...
don't know what sound source that it decided to use with him, but wow.
No, it's strange because the only mic I have enabled is actually the one of the headset, so it should be perfectly easy to hear. I'm also streaming, by the way, and the watcher of the stream can hear me perfectly well, so I don't know what's
I
happening.
know what happened. The game picked up on your stream pass-through.
Is that
It's
so?
using your stream pass-through as your microphone.
Oh my god, this is excellent programming from the from the guys that make the game. Okay, I'm heading to a different conflict zone because that was empty. Let's see if this one's better.
You have to get kind of to the middle, like walk right up on it. Usually for us, anyway. But yeah, they can be empty.
It tends to happen, yeah. Okay, I have two buttons for the push to talk, luckily because the main one actually goes to my stop the ship, so it will make it very difficult to reach the target, but luckily I have a different
You
button.
can go ahead and set audio. You're very quiet. You have a clean thing. Voice activation should work fine.
Ah, okay, no, the voice is activated by a button actually. I do it like this usually, with joy to key. I came a bit too fast, because I'm using buttons in a strange way, where it has slowed down by passing close to the planet. Oh, look, it's an interesting moon thing where the conflict zone is. Very colorful, like greenish tinted. Let's go there. I hope he will paint a nicer picture while we slaughter the enemy. Almost there. You know how to deploy the fighter, by the way. You do it from the screen on the bottom. Okay. And
Fortunately, this ain't my first rodeo.
perfect.
Oh, it's my first.
It's okay. We can learn together
You
now.
aren't gonna have a problem till you try to land the ship back into the dock.
That's certain. Okay, okay.
That
Let's.
can be confusing sometimes.
I hope we are in a populated conflict zone. Okay, I'll declare for
Oh,
the new
yes.
Vicaret future. That's what I'm declaring for. And we're ready to go.
This guy.
Let's destroy some things. Some big things. I will try to keep the push to talk always down, because otherwise I switch from rear to front gear.
Turn on voice activation in Discord.
Yeah, probably it's the best thing at the moment. Yeah, I should do just that. After this fight I will do it. By the way, I'm carrying only one shield cell, because I couldn't change settings while I was doing multi-crew. Yeah, it's not working. I'm pressing the button in those two things at once. I have to go and set it up. I hope they don't kill
you
me.
gotta do it from Discord.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm going AFK 1 second. Let's hope they don't kill me. That would be an expensive mistake. Okay, so attività vocale. That's it. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, and I disable joy to key because it's not going to work for this game. Exit. And now we can speak freely. Okay, finally we're good to go. It took some time. It tends to. I bet with you guys we're going to do a killing here. Let's make the big bucks.
I targeted whoever you targeted, so.
Okay, I'm now targeting a lowly Asp Scout for no reason at all. It's the first thing that came onto my site. And I think I even set up a button for targeting the same thing as the member of the Wings. But I don't remember where I set it up. If I think I did for a while, maybe I remember.
Where'd he go?
He's doing some crazy maneuver. He thinks it's going to help him. Stupid he.
Yeah, I don't see him on my right. Oh, damn it! He blitzed my target.
It's in front of me. I don't know how to give you directions, no? Usually when I play flying games, you use the hands of the clock, like 5 o'clock. But here it can be on top,
don't
below.
Try that with me. It'll confuse the heck out of me.
No, it confuses me too.
I'll just target your target.
Okay, it sounds good to me. I see a challenger. Well, that's got to be worth something. Let's go for it. It's a bit better. It's a low intensity zone. They're going to be small, actually. Not my intention. It was just the closest one.
Looks like IP Wolf is doing well.
I bet he is. No, it's nice to play co-op again. I played this game alone for the longest time. But did they disable the community gods? I was saying that also on the stream. They no longer are here. You can no longer go do community gods.
They might come back.
I hope. It was the only way to play with others, actually, because you try to find people within the entire space of this game.
That's why they set up the wings and the wing missions and what have you. They kind of want you to group up that way. I think they're going to be revamping community goals because it's still in the system.
Ah, that's good to know. No, I should send also you a friend request. I like to play with others in this game, and lately I never get the chance to do it, so that would be excellent, actually. I will do it just now. Let's just kill this thing.
Any other weapon other than...
No, I think the fighter is fairly limited from that point of view. You only have the standard.
Where are we anyway?
I was, last time I checked. Okay, this is Gliss 1272. Well, it's a piece of the bubble. I don't know how to to give you a frame of reference. I was in the Harma system previously, which seemed important, as a lot of special points named. So probably you might know it, I don't know. Harma with an H in front.
Where'd he go? Ooh, way out there at the moment.
It's not going to die, this thing that they have strong armor in general.
Got him again. Come on.
Nice shooting, come on. We're going to kill him.
Oh, he's trying to run.
Yeah, I think so, but I'm going to suppress him well with this big ship. And never mind, he escaped. Okay, I'll send you, but a friend request now. And also I want to lower the volume of the game a bit, because it's so damn loud I cannot hear your voice as well.
See if I
And
can. Do I have access to the galaxy map?
I think you
so.
do. You should.
Not exactly.
Well, okay, since we are out of targets at the moment. So, how do I make you land the fighters? This is something I don't know. I think you have to request for landing, then the hatch opens and you can land.
Go down to 3. Or
Yeah, in fact it just did. So you can both return.
I gotta find you now. Where are you?
I should be a radar. So who is landing now? This is... EP Wolf is landing, okay.
Back. That's it. Here we go. Request doc. Did that work?
I don't know, I picked up one fighter. No, Commander Zacrosect is still out. It's you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was requesting.
I think
But
you
I had to
are
wait for
to
him.
the top and behind of me, judging by the radar. I see you're turning.
Let's see, what kind of ship do you have here?
It's the Federal Corvette. Best case scenario.
I've never landed on one of those before.
Well, it's works mostly the same, I think. It's under. I can watch you with the free camera. Here you are. Yeah. I can actually almost dogfight with you using the external view camera. Look at that. That's very cool. You have to turn a bit to the right. No? No? I'm behind you now. No, actually, that's the front of the ship. Yeah. I mistook the front
This
from
is
the...
the front.
Yeah. Then you're pointing at the right direction. Yeah, I think also orientation is important.
Let's see if I can get
I see enemies firing, by the way. We took so long that they came back. Almost?
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, slam it inside. Very well.
I'm not the fastest at docking.
No, but you did it fairly well. Don't worry. Let's go to a more interesting conflict zone. This is only low intensity.
Now here I should be able to get to. Yeah, now I can actually.
Yeah, in fact, yeah. Inside the ship, I think you have access to all the screens, actually. You can even fire the chaff and flare, probably, but don't do it because I will do it myself.
Lord, don't rely on me for that. I don't have.
No, but it doesn't make sense. No, it's the pilot that fires the chaff and flare. And otherwise, that's just normal military procedure, I think. Okay, there's a high intensity on the other side of the planet. Let's go there. I don't know what the heck was happening with the voice chat. No, unfortunately, it's not on the other side of the planet. It's actually another planet, but it won't take that long. The downtimes are part of the fun. Ah,
Okay, you're to the
finally.
left of the bubble. I'm not that far off away from you.
What are you piloting?
The ship that I have right at the moment is my second Anaconda. It's not exactly fully configured. The Badger 1 would
Wow,
be better to
you
bring
got
over.
2 anacondas, even. Hey, EP Wolf, no, we cannot hear you for some reason. We heard you in the beginning, now we cannot hear you anymore.
Yeah, I think you muted.
Well,
I chose a different
With
Oh, yes,
Anaconda and Feral Corvette, we could have fun, huh? That's cool. Would be cool. Hippie Wolf could stay on the fighter and you come with the Anaconda. Then we start to to do some real damage on the enemies.
Yeah. I don't know how well that ship would handle. I don't know how well Badger 2 would handle. I don't even know where Badger 1 is at the moment.
Something strange is happening with the with the energy of the ship. I think one of you is pressing the button at random, or maybe it's miscalibrated. Look at that. You
Oh
had the
yeah,
beeping
we've got
sound.
one pip. Let me give yours to engine.
Yeah, you can control the pips. Yeah, declaring. We're in combat now.
Well, there's one pip we can give you. Extra.
Yeah, each of you has a pip. It's going to help whatever you do. Wherever you put it, it's helpful.
Alright.
This is a great plus to play multi-crew. Already makes you more efficient. Is anyone even deploying the fighter at the moment? Okay, you came out. I think if Wolf is fiddling with the mic, you're looking at the pips. I'm fighting alone here. And here he is. Still shooting an Alliance Crusader. I wonder why I even switched to a high intensity zone since we're meeting the same enemies. But no, maybe something big will come. I want a big juicy capital ship. Sometimes it happens.
Oh, I'd love to see one of those come in.
It's fun, eh? It's fun when you do the combat
Yeah.
against this. No, I mostly don't want to do very dangerous things, because the other week when I started streaming Elite Dangerous again, I lost the Federal Corvette and it costed me 20 millions just because I didn't want to retreat against...
Need to bring you to Maya for a little while. Show you a nice little place and an interesting little trick to do to stack missions.
Ah, that I like. I need some money actually. Let's do it later, yeah. I certainly would like to.
Where'd he go?
He's right in front of me. We're fighting, we're facing it off. This is the new one, by the way. It's not the Chieftain, it's the one that is bigger. That has also a fighter, I think. It has a fighter bay. I was saying it in the beginning,
Oh,
maybe.
I ran into him.
Well, it's good, don't worry. We got plenty of fighters.
Okay, I got spun around.
These things are very, very maneuverable. They have the movable
the problem
engines.
with fighters is when you're used to dealing with big ships, moving back to a fighter is hard.
Well, you don't do that much of a damage. You do help, you do help. Well, actually, you keep the pressure up, so to have a good fighter makes a difference in battle.
I'm hitting him, so.
But I would be lying if I didn't say I appreciate the extra people at least as much as the fighter have. They're both just as useful. Just the way the game is designed. They just don't like us to have fun in this game, it seems. They make everything convoluted, pay too little, complex to do for no seeming reason. Like, no, I was speaking just earlier about the PvP. Why does it have to cost so damn much? Okay, no, don't, tell me.
Where'd he go? There he is.
He's still in front of me. Been fighting for a while now. Actually, depleted my shield pretty well. I'll have to fire a cell. Well, my only cell.
He's scooching on me. There we go.
And here you go. But he doesn't want to die. Why doesn't the life go down
He
now?
likes to charge me. You don't like me shooting at him.
He's dead, I think. I didn't see the explosion. Ah, no, it's dead, okay. I lost sight of him, but he's dead.
Alright.
Okay, well, let's do VR. Ah, eliminate the enemy captain. Look at that. We have a special objective. Where is this captain? Let me see if I can find it. Ah, the guy piloting the ship named Warrior, it seems. No. Repute Swapper Alliance? I have no idea. Maybe it will come into our sights eventually. I will head for the middle of the zone. I see combat there. Small things, everything small.
And I have a small
Uh,
glitch in my HOTUS. It
there's a
really
challenger.
shows up in this.
There's a challenger with depleted shields. Let's finish him. It's easy points. And also helps with completing the mission.
3, 3, 8, 3, 7, 3, 8, 3, 8, 0. Alright, targeted.
There's some lag, it seems. I see the ships teleporting around. Let me recharge the shields, well, just to be sure.
He's a spinny little guy, isn't he?
These are very maneuverable. The new line, the chieftain, what's his name, the crusader and the other thing. They're very maneuverable and annoying to fight. Unfortunately, I have one that I equipped with heavy armor and shielding. No, actually, heavy armor and faster charging shield, if I well remember. It works very well for this ship because you can evade the enemy for prolonged periods of time. And sometimes it's fun to pilot the smaller things. Always to fight in the big humongous corvette can get boring from time to time.
Oh!
This is the middle-sized one, I think, because the smaller one is the chieftain, the big is the crusader, and the challenger is the newer one that it stays in the middle, I think. This I don't have. I only have the small one. The medium and the big I don't have yet. Ooh, there's an anaconda. Look at that. Nice. That's bound to be worth more.
Wait, where'd he go? Oh, he blew up.
Dead. Pass to the
Okay,
anaconda.
Eddie, you're not saying when things are exploding.
Okay, shooting the anaconda now. This one you will find very easily. It's a big target. It's an elite
it doesn't
ranked.
matter how big they are. I'm staring at the radar screen to find them.
I think you have a button that you can set up that makes you target the same thing as mine.
Oh
And-
yeah, targeting him. That's how I am locating him. I still have to find him on the
On
radar.
radar, yeah, of course. Of course, you have to put it in front.
I just got bonked. I'm spinning around like a top.
But don't worry, it will respawn soon. We got plenty of fighters. No, but you're still going, actually. It's not destroyed.
Nah, I just about dropped the shields though.
Dominant Executioner is the name of this thing.
Had to get out of the spin.
This is the captain, you know. Just it says independent captain is the mission objective. He has to die 100%. It's an independent captain. It's meant to represent like a player, no? Good thing it's not an actual player. He would certainly destroy me. I don't even have my full combat loadout. I wasn't able to change the loadout once you guys connect. But actually, multi-crew means you are...
You should have been able to change your loadout.
No, it said not in multi-crew. I would have to... Yeah. Close the match in multi-crew, equip the ship, and then re-invite you. But that would have been annoying, so... I'm targeting the power plant of this thing, the independent captain. He should die soon.
Reorienting.
And now
Got a lot
right
of shots
under
off on
him.
But then I overheated. Had to pull away. And there he is.
Yeah, shooting him
I
well.
end up a lot further away than I expected this little bitty thing.
It's fast, eh? It's fast as hell. It's a shame, in fact, you cannot deploy them when you're flying above planets, because it would be cool to do the racing with this. You can. You couldn't when I tried last time. Then they changed it. I remember it very well. I remember the disappointment.
Over 20 meters, over 20 kilometers above the ground, and you can.
Ah, you have to stay high, though. But then you can descend. This is what you mean. Doesn't want to die, eh? Well, it's Elite rated, he's the captain after all. But he's going to die very soon.
Screw up my weapons, he's gonna ram you.
Almost dead now. On his last leg, he is. Should be worth quite a bit of money, I hope.
And boom.
Dead. Ah, let me gather the materials, because actually I was mining before coming here, and the thing I couldn't remove, because I already made the multi-crew, are the collector drones. So let me gather the materials, I mean, why not, since I'm carrying them.
Alright.
I've got a humongous collector drone controller, the one I was using for mining, in place of the shield shell. So the shield cell, it's really hard to pronounce for me. Shield cell, that's the thing. In place of it, let's use it, I mean. So many enemies are spawning actually, but they're all tiny, extremely small
Yeah, my
things
weapons are shot. I have to.
to come and repair.
Yeah.
There's a python, it's worthy firing at. No, I don't want to close the cargo scoop because I'm gathering stuff.
Oh, your scoop's open. Oh.
You cannot land with it, I'll close it then.
Oh, well, if I can't, I don't know if I can or can't. I haven't quite made my way there to you yet. There we are.
Okay, I'm going for the python though, so I close the scoop. Let's just kill, that's the purpose of what we're doing. Maybe I can fight while the scoop is open, just not use the... Yeah, just not use the boost. Yeah, but for the rest it should work. If the energy allows for it, and actually it does, so... Let's fight with the scoop open. And also I see the cargo bay open because you're landing. What am I
Yeah, would
talking?
have had to accept the thing. Why wouldn't my hold on a minute, let me see if I can get the weapons to turn back on.
You might have a hard time landing because I'm dogfighting the python now.
Does this thing have a reboot? No.
Ah, I don't know. That would be interesting to use. For recharging the shields, no?
I don't know what he did, but he screwed up the weapons thing. Every time I pull the trigger, it does module malfunction.
Well then it's damaged. The module is damaged, I guess. It does have modules also, the fighter, I bet. Ooh, I'm out of ammo for the multi-cannons already. This is problematic. Can I synthesize them?
Where is he?
Ah, but not only I have the collector drones, I also have the refinery in the ship. This is even more ridiculous. But the most problematic thing... You can land now, I'm stopped in space. I'm trying to synthesize ammo. It should be done here,
Okay, I'll
yeah.
have to do the request. Okay, no, it says cancel. So I
Small
should be-
caliber munition. And I cannot do it because I lack weapon parts.
Weapon parts.
Yeah, you need weapon parts to do ammo, it seems.
I've never needed weapon parts to do ammo.
Yeah, in fact it doesn't make sense.
Are you like on tier 2 or something?
Ah, you mean it's not needed in the game? Wait, in fact I was synthesizing the wrong thing. No, you're right. I was synthesizing the AX small caliber munition, the one for the Targoids. No, I can't synthesize. And now I resupplied the cannons. Good, because otherwise we would have to go resupply. Without the two multi-cannons I do shit damage. And also I cannot synthesize more because I'm under attack. Apparently that stops synthesis. Let's just destroy the thing then. I guess it's really asking for it. What's the strange counter I see below the enemy ship? That 18%, 16%. If you want to get the weapons repair very quick, you could also self-destruct and deploy another fighter, but it would take the time for it
I
to
don't. You know, I have never been able to find that option.
It's to the right, on the rightmost screen, but then you will have time, you will need time to respawn it. It doesn't happen instantly.
But where is it?
You go to the right, then I think it's the home screen. No, I don't remember. No, they moved it. They moved everything. From the ship menu it is. You go to ship, I don't know if you have it on the finder actually. Okay, everyone is there.
Okay.
We have already cleared the...
Ship.
Ciao!
Hold inputs.
Deploying the collectors while you guys land. Let's scoop up some more stuff.
pre-flight report. Yeah, I'm not seeing it anywhere on.
Well, you can land now. I'm stopped, I mean. You can easily enter the ship. EP Wolf, if you hear me, I think you have to go from the back. From the front, you won't be able to enter the ship.
I'm on my way over to y'all. How did he take out my weapons without doing any hull damage, though?
It can happen, eh? Maybe he was targeting it. I don't know if NPCs do it often, but they seem to do a lot of things. Ah, wait, they're actually still firing on another section of the zone. Never mind, don't land. Ah, no, you have to land because you have to repair. Right.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I forgot it.
Not quite lined up. Hold on. Okay, where'd the cage go? Oh, come on. I was queued up with the cage. Would you just shoot me and get it over with?
You want to?
Aha, there's the cage.
Watch out. And there's also the drones coming. Not only the both of you, but the drones. This is a very risky landing situation. We will make it eventually.
Oh, crap.
A bit more to the right? Yeah.
Actually, I haven't used the keyboard to...
Ah, you need the strafing, yeah. No, I think you missed it. Okay. One is in. No, never mind. You're both entering at the same time. You will crash into one another. Watch out.
I'm out of the way.
We should establish a right of precedence here.
Okay.
Okay, one is almost in. That is you, I think. Nice, I see we're getting into the idea now. And it has to close and then reopen for the second one, it seems. Yeah, because it brings the fighter inside and, like, disassembles it.
Up. There we go.
You have to request for landing again, I think. It's closed now. Tell me something.
I'm in now.
Ah, you're in. Ah, okay, then EP Wolf doesn't need to repair, right? So that's the reason he didn't ask for landing. No, because in fact we don't have to leave the zone here. I see shooting, I've seen it for a while, let's go there. Retracting the cargo scoop, so I'm faster.
Oh, that's what I hit.
Ah, he'll also synthesize more ammo, huh? While we head for there. Small caliber munition. Yeah. Resupply, so all the mining I did earlier actually proved useful, but not that useful because I needed sulfur to do another resupply. Okay, just one then. So what do we have on radar? Nothing of great value. A Python is always worth it. Amadeus is its name. Fan of classical music, it seems. This won't survive for long. Everyone likes to do combat in the Pythons, but they're actually multi-purpose ships. a little like the Asp Explorer. Yeah, you can equip them for combat, but it's still not as good as a ship of the same price that is made only for that. Same thing with the Anaconda. Same thing, really. You can drop Anacondas like nothing with this, if you have the right loadout. Now, at the moment, I'm a bit underpowered, but mostly under-resistant, due to my lack of the second shield cell. There's a lot of movement in this conflict zone. Everyone's moving in every direction at once. Zaglosect, I no longer hear you, by the way. I don't know if you can still hear me. Maybe Discord crashed. And I see you haven't deployed the fighter either, so probably it's AFK. Oh, great piloting, EP wall, that was excellent. I almost shot you actually. You came in between in a very efficient manner. Very cool to see also. There's another Python, already without shields. No longer hear any voice actually. We'll have to check Discord after this fight. This is probably the last pass needed. No, because it's maneuverable like that. So let me see what's going on with this. Maybe the problem is on my side. This I no longer need. This is Discord. No, it seems everything's correct on my side. I think it's just AFK. EP Wolf is already my friend. Let's add that Zagrosect as well as friend. No, because to find someone to play Elite Dangerous with is a great boon, really. I tended to think the game was mostly dead at this point, but actually maybe it isn't at all. It's just that people don't find one another because of the size of its universe. Okay. I don't see anything of great value, to tell you the truth, huh? We might as well shoot the little things. They'll be good for my mission in any case. I have to kill 35 ships, so... So I don't know if you remember the other day when I posted the stream, you know? And I said on the groups, incendiary ammo are not realistic in space, because I'm using incendiary ammo, as you see from my multi-cannons. People actually told me, it makes sense. Because even if space doesn't have oxygen, it is possible to make ammo of an element that eats up things without fire, so they're incendiary in sort of a metaphorical way. They don't actually set fire to things, but they heat it up, they heat things up and damage the ship in that manner. They're good ammo to use. I think Zagrosect is back. No, not yet. They're good ammo to use in general, because being thermal means they're more effective against shields. And shields is what you're fighting most of the time, especially in high-level combat. Hi, Zagrosect, I no longer hear you. I returned to speaking to my viewers, because I no longer hear you. I hope you can hear me. But if you're back to the controls, you know more or less what to do. Let's finish the enemies in the zone. And we can see the fighters on radar. What is this? I think Hippie Wolf landed. And we're done here. Ah, we had the spec ops on our side also. That's bound to be helpful. Let's go to a different zone. This is mostly depleted, it seems. Ah, the fighter will be destroyed. Wait. Oh, no. Well, but it's not really... Now make it land. If you're listening, land the fighter. Yeah, let's do it better. I want to go to a different zone. There's nothing left here. Did you guys accept my friend request within Elite Dangerous, by the way? Zagrozak not yet. EP Wolf, yes. Perfect, thank you. Too bad we cannot speak. I see you're not landing. Well, who cares? Let's just take off. We have plenty of fighters. Don't worry, EP. Let's do it the quicker. Don't worry, man. As long as you can hear me, it's still good. So, another conflict zone. I would like to the high intensity. Moving to a different... Someone has some calibration problem on your joystick. It moves the... It's either you or Zagrosect, I don't know. It moves the pip around, then it stops after a little while. But we can communicate like this. You can type on the chat while I respond by voice. Could work. Got another half an hour, about an half an hour. Let's keep going. For the time being. Next conflict zone. How's my mission going, by the way? Transaction. We destroyed quite a bit. Okay, 1236. This pays 3 millions and a half. Not bad. Not one of the most remunerative, but still not bad. I'm a bit low on ammo because I synthesized all I could. Let's see if there is a station close to the objective. Filter by station and points of interest, yeah. There is one close to our position, but it's small, so I cannot land on it. No, the closest is Murphy Dock, which is still pretty far actually, so let's just go to the high intensity zone that I see in front of me. This one, okay, will take only 2 minutes, probably less. We'll keep accelerating all the way to it. I think Zagrosect is actually away from keyboard. And AP, I see your name, like it's got the Queen Circle in Discord, like the microphone is working. For a moment in the beginning we could hear your voice, then we lost it. I don't know. Almost there now. Maybe there's a settlement there. An actual ground base where I could resupply. A planetary port, yeah, Sylvester Barracks. Which is there, that's excellent. Okay, we'll land there after I completely deplete my ammo. For now, let's go to the conflict zone. When I'm out of ammo, we land on the planet. Yeah, it's strange, EP Wolf, because also in Elite I can see it's signaling like you're speaking right now, but still no audio comes out. No idea. This is a very small stellar body. What is this? Tiny moon. Like more like an asteroid sorta. And here we come to it. A bit of a slingshot maneuver of sorts, because I forgot to slow down, as the idiot I tend to be. 6 seconds. Ah, you cannot hear me, but you can hear you two, each other. Well, that is worrying. I thought I was not the one having problems, but actually I am. Wait, I'll sort it out then. I use Discord constantly. What is this? Hello, mic check. Ah, should work. Mic check. Mic check is working. Guys, I don't know. You can hear each other, but you cannot hear me. Well, it's not worth sorting it out. I don't know. I see the microphone coming green. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, I am on Discord. In theory, you should hear me. You hear me as no. I think Elite is interfering with my microphone then. It must be like it. There's no other explanation. Even though I disabled everything. Voice volume. Unmuted, unmuted. Playlist volume. Ship voice volume. No, this is the sound for the game. Audio option is all that. Controls graphics doesn't make sense to check. I will try and restart Discord. I don't know. What can I do? But it's strange though, because I tested it. Wait. Hi team, thank you for liking my post. And thank you for following. And let's try again with Discord. No, not like this. What the hell did I do? No, this is the icon. Cloak laserizing the network. That's
It
so
really should have been
Hey!
a hovercraft, not a wheeled vehicle.
Hey! Hey, you can hear me now.
Yeah, I can.
You can no longer hear me now. Okay, wait. I think I know what happened. Discord is trying to use the wrong microphone. What the hell? Hello? Hello? Oh god. Voice and video. Dispositivo di ingresso. What is this? Dispositivo di uscita. Well, this is wrong. It has to go. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, you can hear me?
Yes, we can
It's
hear you.
a miracle! Okay, my god, this game. No, but it was Discord's fault.
The whole time.
You could hear me or couldn't not? You could hear me while I was talking?
Not earlier.
Chattering in the background.
Well, actually, I wasn't talking to myself. I was talking to the 14 watchers I have at the moment. I'm streaming, as I told you. It might seem like I'm speaking alone, but actually, no, I'm not mad yet. Okay, I'm attacking this black hammer in front of me. What is this? Another independent captain. This is worth money. Good, good.
Still in the conflict zone?
It's a different conflict zone, I think. No, actually, we're in it. This is worth big money, I think. Also, they should give you a bonus for it, because it's one of the objectives. Enemy captain escaped. What is that? No, it's in front of me. What's he saying?
Mine ship.
These are not part of the mission objectives, by the way.
Yay, gimbals.
Ah, yeah, one has gimbals and the other doesn't. In theory, it should satisfy the second pilot, but it depends. Depends if you have two people.
With the multi-cannon over here.
The fixed weapons do more damage, no? It works like this in this game, so some people actually prefer them. That's the reason I have bought.
Come on, there we go.
Well, actually, in the big ship, in the big ship, you're actually supposed to have both type of weapons, because if they use chaff, you can still damage with the fixed guns.
Yeah. Use a beam on my crate.
Oops, that's you. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. It's supposed to defend a friendly captain, I think. There's another anaconda that we are defending. And that thing is gone now. I think I want to deploy the cargo scoop here. This will have good stuff.
Only
Oh, I
see
hit that.
one feed.
Yeah.
There's some system authority coming in.
Well, we're doing nothing wrong. It's a conflict zone, I mean.
Crash into the anaconda.
Whee!
I'm deploying the drones. I want the good stuff from the Anaconda. Since I'm carrying a drone controller for some stupid reason, I might as well use it. No, but this give you stuff that is pretty good. Let me see.
No, you have to collect this stuff if you play. Otherwise, you end up having to go search for this stuff.
Eventually, no. Actually, I see no materials that I lack. But now that you can trade for them, you can exchange them at station. Actually, every material is worth
I
gathering.
was actually doing raw material collection with the
A survey.
shards, the crystalline shards,
Ah,
Okay.
like 1700, 2000 light years outside the bubble.
even.
What was really sad is I had to come back early. I couldn't find any sulfur. Well, I found plenty of sulfur. I just couldn't mine any of it because there was something wrong with the hitboxes.
Ah, that's horrible. Why did you need sulfur?
I had plenty of phosphorus. I had no sulfur, and I had.
You went there to do that. Okay. I spent everything actually. I no longer. This even has the engineering on the ship comes from the old version of engineering, the legacy mods, how they call it. Because I haven't been doing the gathering for the longest time. I find it a bit boring, to tell you the truth. I don't enjoy that kind of gameplay loop, but unfortunately it's kind of necessary for this game. Where are targets? There is no enemy here. What's the meaning of this? Is every conflict zone we enter half empty today? There is nothing here. Just the captain we killed.
What exactly are we? I mean, you're supposed to be bounty hunting, or are we actually doing a mission?
No, the mission is destroy enemy ships in conflict zones. I selected bounty hunting because conflict zones isn't in between the different possibilities that you can select. There is no conflict zone option, so I selected bounty hunting. That is the closest thing. Guys, I think you can land because we have no targets here. There is nothing left.
So go back.
I'll let him
Yeah,
land
yeah.
first.
I'm landing.
Okay, I'm perfect to steal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna start setting up.
Okay, perfect alignment. You want to do the landing or you just spawn a different fighter? We still got plenty, yeah? There's
whoa,
6
whoa,
plus
whoa.
7. 13 fighters we have. It's not necessary if you don't want to land.
Can we buy Kyanite, or do we have to mine it?
I think you have
Hey,
to...
Knight,
No, I don't know.
why?
Say.
I mean,
I'm planning to upgrade my armor with the buckheads.
Maybe he needs it for an engineer.
buy Paynite? Yeah. But are you sure it's Paynite that you're looking for? Actually, we help
Painite?
find
Yeah, Painite.
Only reason I can imagine is if he needs it for an engineer.
For like the
Well-
buckheads engineer.
Well, not the engineer, but the technology traders, maybe? Because the engineers use micro materials, and Paynite is not a micro.
No, for unlocking it, I mean.
Unlock the to unlock the engineer.
To unlock it, you see, it's like I said, he wants it to unlock it.
Oh.
I
If you
want-
find
I want the
if you
extra
can find a
price.
place that has some for sale, yes, but it's not cheap.
That's one of the most costly materials. It's what I wanted to mine today, actually, but couldn't find any. Alexandrite proved pretty remunerative, though. Okay, I see you're in. Perfect. Good landing. Well, it's not really a landing. How do you call it? A recovery.
Yeah, I can do that fine when I can take my hands away from the controls to get, the up-down buttons for the keyboard.
Yeah, of course. You was
My
reminding
Otis
the
doesn't
control.
have an up-down left-right function for the side thrusters.
That's going to be a handful then to do, of course. Of course.
We
It's
all
not.
use keyboard here.
It's a cheap Otis.
I'm using mouse and keyboard, man.
It plays well with mouse and keyboard. I used to play with WASD like shooters and mouse for the longest time. He actually can do some maneuvers even better than the HOTAS I'm using now.
I like the HOTAS. It actually lets me track stuff better, but I picked up a really... Okay, I picked up an inexpensive one, but there's two versions, and I got the version that has most of the bugs.
Which was it?
It is the T-Flight X series, but for the PS3.
I know it, I know it.
PC.
I had it
The
before
PS3
this.
and PC.
It's not a bad
Here's the
joystick.
thing.
It's not a
No,
bad
it's
joystick.
not a bad joystick.
Huh?
But there, a lot of them did have this one major issue that you know you're going to have problems if this crops up. You know how you twist the stick left to right,
Uh-huh.
right? Okay. My twist has a dirty contact, and it just randomly shuffles.
I see it. I see it in the pips. They're moving from left to right. Probably they're mapped to that axis.
Here's the thing. That sensor was hot glued to the core of the stick instead of actually having a shelf to sit on.
Ah, it sucks. It's bad design, really.
And the hot glue gets
There is
into
no
the
enemy.
slider. So in order to fix that, I have to take the stick apart, hit it with some remove the hot glue, hit it with some contact cleaner, 3D print a ring.
Ah, you would get to that point to fix the joystick.
And that's
Oh,
pretty
That's amazing. You really love it.
I have a 3D printer. I mean, you could.
You have to use it. It's like the people that have the GoPro. They have to do crazy stuff. Otherwise, why would they have the GoPro in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, you could use hot glue again, a different version of hot glue that actually hangs onto the thing. But it is a major design flaw. Plus, evidently, this was sitting in a factory. It was new, but it's evidently been sitting for a while because I've noticed I've got a little bit of jitter in my pullback and forward, just a little bit, which kind of tells me that the lubricant in it has dried out a little bit. So
Oh,
gotta
you have
mark
very
it.
deep technical knowledge, man. No, I just returned mine. Mine
Oh,
failed
okay.
about 2 years after I bought it, and luckily Amazon took it back. So I went and bought a different joystick, also from Toastmaster, because I want to make it difficult to me. The 1600, the T1600, which is the immediate superior model, still pretty cheap actually in the entire scheme of things. But it's got
Yeah,
also
it's the
the separate
next model
throttle.
up.
It's not bad.
Also, that one is the one that starts using Hall effect sensors, which is
Yeah, the sensors are much better. I have no jitter, except that not every axis has that sensors. And in fact, there is the axis of the pedals that you have on the throttle, meant to be used actually as pedals, meaning the ones that you would move with your feet. It sucks. It's already jittering, and I no longer use it because I actually do have the pedals.
like me with the fixed.
But what the heck is this? I keep going to conflict zones and there is one target each. Why isn't there the entire enemy army? It's a bug? Or maybe they already lost the battle, I have no idea.
Come on, you bastard! Where are you? There you are.
It's
Target
just
and
one
fire.
ship. By the way, I exhausted my ammunition for one of the multi-cannons. And now the other is also pretty low, so I'll have probably to resupply soon. Which will very
You must have
likely...
sacrificed a lot of. Whoa! What? Warp. You must have sacrificed a lot of clip size.
It's
those early
possible.
days.
It's possible.
'Cause,
Oh, look,
multi-cannons-
everyone is
Wait,
spying.
are they multi-cannons or regular cannons?
Multi-cannons. They're heavily engineered. I absolutely don't remember what I did. I engineered this a lot of time ago. I didn't know that much about the game, so it's possible that I made mistakes. But, well, I mean, I still have cannons and railguns. Let's see how it goes, even though these are the two huge weapons on the ship. Without these, I will be very impaired in terms of damage. The moment I go and resupply, probably I will have to end the stream in any case, because I have like 10 minutes left of time, so let's keep it going for as long as we can, these 10 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. I actually came to think about opening... Oh, look, there's an anaconda there. I came to the idea of opening the multi-crew slots only when I was well underway. I had been streaming for more than 2 hours, and now I'm very low on time. But we must play again together, really. Maybe even with your guys' ships. I sent you both a friend request in Elite, huh?
Alright.
So let's destroy this Anaconda, or at least try to. Then I go land on this planet to resupply, but I guess
I'm exploded.
it happens. So what? It's
I
part
got
of the frame of normal happenings within this game. And look
I
at
got
that! I can still fight with one multi-cannon. I'm destroying the Anaconda very well. Okay, he's almost out of shields. Ah, by the way, guys, if you want to watch the replay of the stream later, this is on Facebook. I'm called Zarlock Gaming is the name of the
No,
page.
Facebook.
You hate it? Well, you don't have to register. Ah, no, actually you do, because the page has age restrictions. No, but I tell
don't
you
like
something.
Facebook, mainly
No,
because it puts out so many ads.
actually, I wanted to go with Twitch, but I discovered that Twitch is very bad for new streamers, and also is absolutely not good if you want to stream complex simulators or the like, because you cannot push as easily your contents to the communities for the game, whereas Facebook is excellent for it. I post my stream on actual elite groups, and so it reaches the right people. It killed you too? Yeah, I see you're no longer in there.
Yeah.
Well, we should get this Anaconda, but then I probably have to resupply. I'm almost out of ammo.
Someone out there has torpedoes. I can see him hitting you with them.
Ah, I bet. My shields are still holding
Putting
well.
my extra pip into your systems.
Thank you, thank you. The moment the shields start going down, I have to escape, because I'm also low on ammo. But I think I should be able to take out the Anaconda. I also have help. The friends are shooting it as well. Now it's to 50%. Let's disable flight controls.
Shield still on?
Yeah, the shields are good, okay. I'll target the power plant. Let's try to take it out. Ah, I see one fighter has come out again. Good, I need all the help I can get.
Waiting for
Yeah,
mine
but
to be fixed.
I'm not
The
getting a
problem-
target.
The problem is I only have one multi-cannon working at the moment, and that's limiting my power a lot. I'm completely out of multi-cannon. No, one is still shooting, okay. I will kill you. But the railguns by themselves... Oh, someone passed in front of me. The railguns by themselves are already pretty damn powerful when you're not depleting your energy to shoot other things, and they shoot more often, and you're not as worried of the heat they generate. They can be almost enough to take out the Anaconda. Look at that.
Well, if you're accurate enough.
Well, I'm stuck to it, actually. I'm
I've
I'm on
managed to
top
piss
of the
this guy off
thing.
enough that he's attacking me.
Okay, the Anaconda is almost gone. And gone it is. What else is giving you trouble? Tell me.
Yay.
I see only tiny targets. Let's see if it dropped some useful materials.
I have a
And
Corvette, okay.
materials, hybrid capacitors, polymer. No, I have many of
Yes.
all of these.
We can have your stream enjoy the lovely aspects of planetary mining.
Yeah, well, probably I won't do it on stream. That's the problem. You see, now I want to play the game while streaming.
They kind of screwed up a lot of the mining by having the. They sped up the.
Guys, I'm sorry, I'm low on ammo and also time, so I will go to resupply now before the end of the stream. But let's stay together for as long as we can, so you can finish your speech. Do tell me. No, you was telling me something.
Yeah, they kind of messed up mining by speeding up the supply and demand system. The worst part of it is like paynite mining. Let's say that you've got a cargo hold of 200. You fill up your cargo hold of 200. You
Yeah.
find a place that is buying it at a good price. You
Uh-huh.
show up there with 200, and it's suddenly a crap price.
Actually, low diamond.
Because
is
they
still-
take into effect for the demand that you have 200. so they offer you a lesser price. Show up with 100 and you get a better price.
Ah, I see what you mean. Yeah, well, I guess it's realistic in a way. But do you use EDDB for training or do it only within the game?
I use
Uh,
ED tools. There's like this miner. Like I sold like maybe 100 LT diamonds for probably around like 130 million.
well, LT diamonds are about the only thing that hasn't been affected by the shift.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
that's good to know. I was looking for
Here's a,
Pine it earlier, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't
here's a
find
cool
that.
thing though. If you actually look at what people are wanting, you don't have to sit there and drag out for minite. Gold, platinum, and what have you have actually become viable now.
Yeah, I made some money from
You're
gold and
still not.
platinum.
I mean, mining is still the fastest way to make money, even if you don't
Really?
get the
I would have
best
said
price that you
trading.
used
I
to.
made the most of my fortune by trading. With EDDB. Assisted by EDDB. You find the good routes. You can make a lot of money. So you can make even more from mining. You have to teach me because I'm not that good with mining. I would love to do a session for it. Yeah, maybe go mine together. It's better in two, no? In pair.
I most
At
money
least you have
out.
somebody to talk to while you're doing it. I'll probably do stuff faster. Normally, when I go mining, I have an audiobook playing, and I like.
No, I did the same. This is a game you put all your attention in. No, you better get a bit distracted while you play, especially for some tasks. It's perfect in that regard, and it's the reason I tend to like these grindy games. No, because I used to play them with like the TV on or watching a TV series, something like that. They're perfect for it.
Now, you want to hear the crazy thing? You've been playing with a legally blind person.
Really, man. Well, you was good. It really didn't show. To me, it looked like a normal pilot. 100%.
I've gotten a lot better. But,
I can imagine.
I shove my head into the screen, but yeah, when I keep saying where did he go and what have you, and I say I'm looking at.
No, I heard it. Yeah, it seems strange because you seem so damn competent with the game. I thought, how come it takes so long to learn? Now I understand it. Well, you did an excellent job then, really.
Well, what takes me
100%.
so long to land, it's still really just because I don't have all of the different little flight options set up.
Yeah, you need more
Strafing.
controls, yeah.
Yeah, I need to be able to strafe left and strafe up and down to do the
Yeah,
lineup
that's
for the
necessary.
shoot.
That joystick doesn't have the access for it. I remember having that problem. I don't remember how we solved it. Doesn't it have a thumb joystick on
I'm gonna
the
get a
on
different
the
HOTAS
throttle?
that actually. I'm gonna get a different HOTAS that actually has some analog sticks,
Mm.
so I'll be able to map those.
Well, the T1600 is not bad. Huh? The one I'm using, to me, it's satisfying. Didn't pay much for it, like 100 euros, I think.
Yeah, I mean I'm working with a $39.
Yeah, that costs nothing. I remember also being
the crazy-
enthusiastic about the thing.
The crazy thing is, I didn't play this game for so long. I knew it would be a game I like because I like games like this. Okay,
Yeah.
but I kept putting it off because I honestly couldn't tell if I'd be good enough visual-wise to be able to play it.
I understand the
Went on
problem.
sale,
Uh,
finally it went on sale and I bought it. I'm like, yeah, I like this. It does work.
Well, it's pretty clear in terms of imagery. It's not bad. For instance, I play a lot of flying games, no? And that's the reason I also bought the pedals for the setup. And there is a great degree of difference between the various titles. In War Thunder, for instance, you can see very far very easily. But you play something like EL2 Sturmovik, it's very hard to spot planes, even too much maybe to be realistic. It's very variable on the actual design of the game. If they design it properly, usually it's clear. The picture you get, it's more visible. It also looks better, in my opinion. To make everything modeled is always wrong.
Eh.
Okay,
I'm
coming to the station.
I just like it, but yeah, when I was saying where did he go and stuff, and I look at the radar,
Uh-huh.
imagine blocking off the entire screen and only having the radar there while you're looking at the radar to find the target.
Ah, so you have a limited, how's it called, field of view. That's the problem, essentially.
Well, yeah, but that's because I had my head shoved into the monitor.
Yeah, I did that once when I had broken my glasses because I have also pretty strong astigmatism, and I did that at work, and everyone got a bit. They thought I got crazy, but actually, it kind of works. When you slam your head into the monitor, you become able to see again.
I actually have VR. I have played this in VR.
Which headset?
I've tried both the WMR and Vive for this.
Ah, the Vive is good.
A lot of
The
a
other
lot of
not as
people
much.
actually. The problem with the Vive in my particular situation is I sit my keyboard, HOTAS, mouse, etc. setup is at the computer, so close to the computer I can't get the freaking lighthouses to get a good view without
Uh
like maneuvering them specifically for that view, right? Right there.
huh.
So the WMR headset actually quicker to set up.
I understand. Yeah, it's not the best
Um,
situation. No, I have the
the
Valve Index. I'm very satisfied with it. It's an excellent headset.
my only problem is I really wish there was a zoom option.
Some
An
games have
over
it,
well,
not
no, an
everyone.
overriding zoom option that just took the image in the headset, maybe crop out a section of the middle and made it bigger, like a
That's
magnifying
interesting
glass.
because you have exactly that in EL2 Sturmovik, the one I was speaking about. It's a World War II flight simulation game. You can install a mod in that game that lets you zoom whatever you want, even on the instruments of the plane. That would be just what you're looking for.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I want an overriding zoom that worked with the primary overlay, so that it's not game specific at all.
I see what you mean. No, that hasn't been invented yet.
Because what happens is when I get in VR, the radar is just a little bit too far ahead. I can't scooch that far forward.
Huh?
The menus are just a little. I can almost read them. It's so
But you
close.
cannot. This is terrible. That's very frustrating, man. Okay, I'm closing
I
Elite
do
now.
love. All right.
Alright. No, but let's play again, really. I sent you a friend request, both
Okay.
on Discord and you can find. If you want to look at the page, also, it's named Zarlock Gaming on Facebook. I always
I
play
got
VR simulation games. Okay, guys, I will be playing Elite tomorrow, same time. If you want to come, tomorrow
Okay.
morning.
If I'm here, I will. I'll do. Let me
I'll
get
start
over
Discord
to
then. Okay,
here.
bye, guys.
And
Thank you for the fun.
bye.
And also to you who watched the stream, thank you for watching till the end. I had some problems with Discord, but when we finally managed to start it up, we managed to find a couple of interesting guys. We can maybe play again with. I bet it will be interesting if we do. Maybe I can bring him to play also the flight simulation games. He seemed very competent. And did I miss some comments for you guys? Because I was so taken in conversation. No, okay, so I responded to everyone. Thank you. As always, see you in 5 hours. This afternoon I'll be doing War Thunder, yeah, because probably the other people will be there as well. I hope as friends and not as enemies, but these days you never know. Bye, see you soon.